lead us up, Brian.
I'm so fucking happy.
My timeline about as convoluted as Metal Gear Solid. Friends turn snakes with handshakes and deposits. There's a reason why I call each album a project. Let's do the proper research before talking about it. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. Wait, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I hate sitting still. They asked how I keep the music going crazy. Rappers stay salty at me like Mr. Fuji in the 80s. The quality got nothing to do with and I never cared much about wherever folks rate me. I heard a quote I lived by a while ago. If you believe it when they love you, you gotta accept the lows. Doing what I was told, 14 years old. When I was the lookout while the older kids stole. Sneaking in the club to the back with no checks. Make you hold text like referees in cold sweats. Old West, staying patient, my goal set. Living outside of the box like Merrill's Kodak. Learned a lesson from the OG who taught me the drums. He said, travel the world, but don't forget where you from. Gotta shout my believers who protect us and keep us. Whether I drop every year or walk away like a Jima. Kazu, my Otakon, the man in the chair. Cooking beats while the people put their hand in the air.
Yep.
Max scoring for Mitsu.
Yep.
I went from translating every issue to being recognized in Akihabara. Working as if I will not see tomorrow. I laid the blueprint out for anybody to follow. I'm an open book, probably a novel. Infinite jest. I really couldn't care less who's spitting the best. So on the pie chart of keys to success, it's probably 5% talent and hustle is the rest. I'ma say I'm lucky, but truthfully I'm blessed. Many had opportunities and used them to flex. Every one of my methods, time worn and battle tested. So I stand on my own too, like Rex did. Seconds ticking away, yo, my head's up the speed. I'm a foster parent, so I got less time to play. On a time attack like VR missions when I be spitting. Ain't no words wasted, my focus and precision. Trust me, even if I never touch screen, you can never skip RAM like a Metal Gear cutscene. My rapping is tactical espionage, so consider yourself blessed by the government, right?
Amen.
Hey now.
Can I get an amen
now.
in the chat?
Yeah.
Hey now. Hey now.
Brother!
Hey now.
Big dude!
Hey now. I didn't know that would do that. I don't know. I made a feedback. Holy shit.
That's cool. Welcome to the show, everyone. That was a new remix from our friend Fingers.
What up, Fingers?
That was Mega Ran on the mic, as you may well know.
Yeah.
I still think about the time, Brian, we got such an intimate show over
We
in Florida.
did.
Got to see
hang out with
Mega Ran.
a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I spent my time
EXP
talking to
con
Mega
days.
Ran about?
What did you guys talk about?
Thanks.
No, it wasn't Mega Ran. It was one of the proctors. It was one of the enforcers that they had at EXPCon. But they
The
were
staff in general is great.
Yeah.
I miss EXPCon.
I did talk to Mega Ran about beats and rapping and all that, and then we got to see them play
Acapella.
an acapella set because their fucking power cable blew a fuse.
Show must go on, and that got us talking about the best Queen song out there.
Yes.
The B-side to Bohemian Rhapsody. Show must go on. But I digress.
Yo.
Drop the beat. Colin's here.
Look at it.
What's up, buddy?
Look at it.
What's up, everybody?
Look at that. What up, dude?
Happy to be back.
Welcome back.
Happy to have you.
Thank
God
you.
dang, it's been a bit. We're sitting here goofing off about Mega Ran like you're chopped liver, and then you're sitting in the back there.
No, I'm enjoying it.
Thank you for being so patient, and thank you for coming back on with us.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is great.
This is a Stray that you happened to say once I told you we were playing this. You told me what? This was your favorite OST so far in the year?
So far, it could be.
It could be a contender.
The year's not over yet.
You
not
work
over.
for the audience. Can you refresh their minds? You work over at Sony, over at PlayStation. here in San
PlayStation
Diego?
Studios and the
Damn.
music department.
So you know music, you know the tunes, and if you're thinking this is a contender, I'm excited because music, as our friend Tommy Tallarico says,
Yeah.
it's the most important part of the video game.
It's the most important part of most media.
Yeah.
It's one of the most underappreciated parts of media.
It's not a joke. I don't know who in the chat is laughing.
I don't know.
Ranty Rose. Killer DLS.
Take it.
If you could check the chat there, Colin, you have your own screen, you see.
Absolutely.
If anything pops up, if you want to chime in with some chat talk, they're here for you. You're here for them. You know.
We're
Awesome.
here.
Glad to have you, chat.
Cool. We're gonna take Discord calls too.
We are.
I fucked with my levels. I think I
VR
figured out
troopers.
what was going on.
Yeah,
So
it sounds clean.
I boosted my gain. You
Yeah?
know what? I was listening to the last couple PPSs and I was like, yo, this shit is quiet.
Yeah, that's what the chat's been saying.
They've been saying this?
Yeah, I tell you every week. We have to remember we were messing with the game last 2 weeks. I don't know what happened. I think we might have like
I
you
might
said,
have popped the fuse just
You know
now.
what? I think it's just like you've been trying to increase your gains with 140 grams of protein every day.
Oh, and I'm not increasing the audio gains.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Vocal cords are a muscle.
That's a problem. Well,
a muscle.
I'm projecting. I mean, Colin, you can hear me back there, right?
I can hear you just
Okay.
fine.
Hell yeah,
the
great.
gain's good.
Good to hear it. Do Discord in. We will talk to y'all about whatever is clever. But let me start the cat game.
Yeah, you finally picked this up. You are actually one of my last few friends.
I waited
and I think
for physical.
I think
Forever physical, baby.
I feel like I'm the only person, aside from like I think Eric now, in our group of friends that is just never going to buy another physical copy of a game.
Yeah, Trisha's a convert. She enjoys Xbox Game Pass
Yeah.
for downloading and moving on.
I download it. I got it on the system. If I love it, I keep it on the system. I never delete it.
How do you weigh in, Colin? What do you think? Are you digital, or do you like kind of like what Limited Run is doing? And putting it, oh, look at the cat.
I do love physical copies of games,
Yeah.
but I am all digital.
You
I don't even have a disc drive on my PS4.
Oh,
my God,
yeah.
you're
You
one
went
of
the
them.
all digital. Have you felt any
That's evil, bro.
obstruction to your general use of that system?
I don't like needing a disc to play a game.
Me
I
neither.
mean, I grew up in a house with 3 younger sisters, so I'm used to my stuff getting smashed, or at least being prepared,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, for things to be a little impermanent.
Yeah.
This control's nice, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, ah.
what
Go
button
back?
is it? I think if you hit triangle, is it? There's a meow button. It might be square. Fuck.
Oh, my God, it's circle.
Is it? It's the cutest. I did this. No joke.
I'm so fucking pissed.
I started the game. Jasmine and I were really excited to play this. I did that 3 times in a row, and she just started crying. It was too cute for her. She couldn't deal with it.
How many times, Colin, before we make you cry?
Let's see.
That one sounded like a little horse.
That's what I mean. Like it isn't just a normal like meow. It's like it goes the full range of a cat.
They got a lot of good. I wonder.
So
did someone voice act this?
I don't know.
Let's see. Can you tell? Even the reverb in this.
I love that.
That is a great touch. Hi,
I
Kikis.
played this on my home entertainment center, so I got the full experience on this.
7.1.
7 point. Well, I only have 5.1.
Oh,
But
okay.
this game not only nails a visual aesthetic that is
Dude, am I
really
making a-
pleasant and fun and cool.
Is this my
but-
girlfriend now?
It's just your buddy, you know. That's what cats do, you know. You have cats.
There's 2 of us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know.
They get all buddy. They clean each other. They're friends.
She looks like Lillian.
They're friendly. But yeah, they really also nail the mannerisms and the beings of a cat.
Let's
Wouldn't you
play.
agree?
Like, I would. I mean, I know that was a point of criticism, was the animations are not quite, perfect. But I think it's even more challenging probably to do a cat than it would be to do a human.
Yeah, humans
do
have been
you-
done to death, but who's nailed? I think like The Last Guardian did an animal really well, and it had cat-like movement.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Now, I didn't know people gave criticism to the animations
what
at
was
all.
the other? What was the one we played where we were a dog?
Okami?
Oh, no. Recently, it was
Oh, Tokyo Jungle?
Tokyo Jungle. That's
I
right.
played that.
Yeah,
That's
we were
fun.
little Pekingese or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I think
that,
the
that-
jankiness is part of the charm of that game, though.
that
you
was
know?
PS3 jankiness too. So you guys have both played this. This is awesome.
Yeah, this took me a couple weekends to beat.
I would like to find the jump button.
They'll tell you it when you need it. Right now, you're just being a cat.
Just me wowing. It's starting to rain though, and I do not like that.
Yeah.
We're all gonna go to sleep over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's too much with the rain and all that.
I do appreciate how little.
This is, I might cry. It's not gonna be Jasmine or Colin.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me. Okay, get it together.
That's my favorite, when they see something in the window and they go,
Oh, the chittering,
The chirping, yeah.
the chirping, yeah.
A little gravel in the voice, you know, like they just woke up.
yeah.
That's
These poor ones out in the wild, though, all cold. I mean, I think like how lucky I was just cleaning out her litter boxes. I wasn't thinking she was very lucky. Well, she is pretty lucky.
She
I'm
is,
just got
dude. Are
someone
you fucking?
cleaning her
Yeah.
shit.
Who cleans your shit? You. Who cleans who cleans your shit? You.
She's got it lucky. Lillian has she's got a damn lucky.
Who cleans the dog's shit? You. You're just cleaning
God.
fucking shit for all these animals. And nobody cleans your shit.
I
But
know. we need some kind of robot that does that.
I think there probably.
Well,
is
you
one.
kind of, Colin, the other month or so ago now, maybe it's a year now, Brian, he convinced me to invest in a bidet.
Oh,
I don't
you
know how
actually did
feel.
get. I forgot you got one of those.
Bro, as soon as you sent me, like, you know what? I'm a sucker for a fucking deal, dude.
Oh, the cheap
And it
ass
was-
gamer.
Yeah, it was on sale. And
Yeah.
it was like, yo, Amazon bidet self-install. You know, that's my language.
Oh hell yeah.
Inside the wall. Is this cat dialogue or what?
Yeah, it's kind of like that Kirby's Dream Land dialogue.
Oh, okay. Or Splatoon. They have
Yeah,
squid
I
language.
think
This is
it's the
cat.
same fucking thing. One thing real
Is
quick.
it Siamese? Is that what
If you
called it?
please, and if you don't please.
Yeah.
I wanted to say the blocking in this game and the composition, like all the shots, like
It's very wide frame the whole time?
it's not not normally, but like earlier was the shot of the cat sleeping and the blocking and the focus and everything.
yeah.
It's just like
yeah, for sure.
it really helps engage, like pull you into this world, and give it a life.
So cinematic. Oh, so now we probably
Yeah.
hunt. Look out. It's morning, boys and girls. Let's-
Yeah, you guys gotta get something to eat.
This is what the fucking two dogs and Lillian do every morning. Hello, who's you? Are you one of our friends? What's up, son?
And yeah, playing this on a
The cat-
4K TV,
Uh-huh.
like the details and everything are even more.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to play this at home. The cat's gonna freak out.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
She went out this morning with the dogs and then promptly pissed in the dirt.
Sick.
I don't know if she's like, I'm one of the dogs now and I'm marking my territory, but she goes out every morning. I have to like stop her from going out because the campion will go dig it up, and that's fucking, you know, it's like he comes in with a wet paw. I'm like, why are you wet? Why are you all muddy? Oh,
Yeah.
this is cat piss now. Everyone's getting in the shower right now.
They're still adjusting, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're potty training with the dog. He's about, we've had him. I don't know, Brian. How long have I had the new dog? Did I have him last time you were here, Colin?
No.
Yes. No, you did, yeah.
You
I
did?
I think it
just
was
got
like
him.
recent, very
Just
recent
got
at that time.
Doesn't that feel good?
Ooh, this is fucking adaptive triggers.
Yeah.
So
Now
this-
I know why they do it to the couch.
Yeah. Right? Like, so this game, the best review is that this game brings out your inner cat.
I was bringing out my inner android.
Yeah. The thing.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. The thing that I realized while playing this game is that, like, if I started to think about, because I talked about it when I was, if I started to think about doing things like a cat, I was able to actually like solve puzzles and
Right.
do things a lot easier, because I'm like, oh, I can't crawl in there. That's too small. I can't fit through that. It's like, yeah, but a cat can. And then I would like, oh, crawl through here, or I would
Yeah,
see
look at
some
that
obstacle or jump, yeah, or something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, cats can do different things than people. And yeah, so the fact that you're at this level the whole game is really cool. It makes for a very
And this looks like very like, ooh, let's have a drink, guys.
yeah, have a little drink, have a piece of water.
Have a piece of the water if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Look at the little tongue. Oh my god.
Is
Okay.
it right? I
I'm
think you
sold.
can meow at any point too.
Oh my god. Why? Why?
Why is it so cute? I don't know. But folks, do you want to take our first Discord call?
Yes, Vector has been patient.
I see him in there.
Let's talk to the dead Vector.
What up, Dead Vec? We got that link in the chat, folks. Hop in the waiting room. We'll pick up on you. Let's try to get a lot of people
I've
on
had
today.
enough water.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yo,
You're
let
a
me
little
boost you
quiet.
a little
Let's see
bit.
if Brian can boost.
Oh, he's full boost on our side.
Okay, let me crank it up.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's-
How you doing?
That's a nice voice to hear. What's
That
up, Dead
is.
Vector? How
That
you
is.
been?
Man, I know you got a guest I don't want to take too much time. I just wanted to thank Garrett sincerely for the Edgerunners recommendation.
Oh, for real? Okay. Congratulations.
That show-
You seem to have enjoyed it.
Oh man, that show, brilliant, fantastic.
It didn't its whole story and plot like fit into the game like so well.
So that's what I've been hearing.
I mean, I just downloaded. I will talk about it because I've got it right here. I've also been playing again,
Me too.
and there was a new patch that came out I think yesterday with
With
stuff from the
Edgerunner
anime.
shit. Yeah.
Like I had started right after I watched it the first time, and did you watch it dubbed or subbed? Vector?
I watched it dubbed because
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito voices one of the characters.
Wow.
Yeah, that was huge once I recognized that voice. I think I heard Troy Baker in there.
I also heard that it was much better dubbed than it is subbed. I heard that the subtitles are not good.
The subtitles are bad. Shame on Netflix. Shit is just like, canon shit from the game, like Gonk Brain or Choom would be spelled
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
It would be like typo.
CHUM. That's what, I think you were saying that last week.
Yeah. But I will say I do appreciate. I do like. I think the voice better. I like the Jap. It's such a. I don't know. It's so anime and it's trigger, so it's so stylized.
That
like,
makes sense.
I love that in Japanese.
Damn.
I watched
my
both.
approach to it,
Yeah.
the way I go about it is like if an anime takes place in Japan, then I'll watch that in Japanese. But I find it more immersive if
Yes.
like it's not Japan
Right.
I see what
for
you
it to
mean.
be anything other than Japanese.
That's a very valid point because another thing is it gets fucked up because the Wakako's gang, the Tiger Claws,
Yeah.
they're all Japanese. They speak Japanese in the dub. So when you're watching it in Japanese, they just speak
Sound
Japanese.
talking.
Yeah.
So there's no differentiation of like this is a different gang, totally different nationality kind of.
Oh man, you're playing the Metal Gear theme in the background, right?
Oh yeah,
And
we're
and
triggering.
that ties
this.
into that's the same thing that I was gonna say about Metal Gear is that even though I play Metal Gear in English, all the motion capture actors are Japanese. So culturally, in a way, all the characters in Metal Gear, they act like Japanese people, and it's really there's a huge disconnect there, you know?
That
There
is
is.
that
Right.
is what gives like Metal Gear that unique style that Kojima is just like. This is his obsession with American storytelling.
Yes.
Right.
But it's all through this lens of his cultural,
Which I would love.
location and
Yeah.
upbringing. Yeah. Oh
Now-
yeah, it makes
No,
such a
it's
wild
definitely
mix.
its own thing.
And,
It is.
and that's kind of what I like because this ties into what I was going to ask you, Dead Vector. If have you played the Witcher game? I don't know where you sit on that. I don't know.
I've played 2 and 3, and I know enough about 1 to talk about it at the water cooler.
Okay, probably more than I do. But one thing that I did when I was playing Witcher that I found, which is interesting because now this is now kind of going into a different aspect of this conversation. We're talking about whether or not to, what language to watch an anime in. So they're a Polish studio, CD Projekt Red.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I put
Yeah.
Witcher in Polish, and it heightened the experience infinitely.
Interesting.
Because
I
so
bet.
many of the names, so much of the lore is based in that pronunciation
Right.
of
Exactly.
Like it didn't
Wow.
really dawn on me. I'm like when we're standing there and even though we met the guy at that same EXP con who voices Geralt, I
Yeah.
think his voice is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I
when
shared a
they-
cat with that guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Back
we,
to the
we, we
airport.
had dinner with him. He was the nicest dude ever.
Yeah, super
Doug,
nice dude.
Doug something. Oh, Doug.
Is it Doug Cockle?
I think so.
I think so.
I'm gonna forget his last name.
He does.
We watched
Because
the World
I feel like
Series
that
with him.
might
That
be
was
the
funny.
guy who
Wow.
voices Hitman.
Yeah.
He does a
yeah.
lot of stuff in
Love,
the UK.
yeah.
He does, and he has a wonderful voice. When I hear the name Yennefer in English,
Oh, I love that name. Too.
it makes okay. It's whatever. Then you hear them say it in Polish, Yennefer,
Right.
and you're like, oh. And then you hear the name of a city there, and it's like, oh. Yeah, I can't remember any of the names of any of the cities right now, but you hear the way it's said in Polish, and you're like,
Nilfgaard.
yeah, Nilfgaard.
Nilfgaard.
Nilfgaard. And it's like, oh, and then you hear all the punks and all their inflection, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
and-
It's interesting.
And
That's
so
a way...
Yeah, right. Like
Never heard anyone talk about playing that in Polish.
That was it really heightened my enjoyment of that game. I think what happened with me in that game is that I think Cyberpunk is good for people who want less of that huge RPG experience that comes with Witcher, because there's a lot of responsibility in that game. If you do something somewhere, it actually affects how you're
Other
received
stuff? Oh, okay.
or perceived in other places. I do like that, but for a lot of people, I think that gives them weird video game decision anxiety, which I think is bizarre.
Yeah, Cyberpunk's is close to like I guess a GTA experience.
It really it felt like GTA to
with
me.
RPG elements.
Yeah,
Right.
It felt like GTA in first person. I wish I didn't have to play it in first person, but
I know they added all that new stuff, and I was just hoping like give me third person walking, not just on the bike.
yeah. Have you
in the car.
played? I mean, you're chiming in the background, so I wanted to know what do you think about language and kind of that whole thing?
I'm not as adventurous. I have a hard time watching, anime subbed or
Yeah.
switching up the language. I think
go
on
dumb.
replay, I
Yeah.
like to switch up language.
Yeah.
When you're playing a game for the millionth time, you just want to hear something different.
Yeah.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Ooh.
Great Japanese voice acting in that.
Yeah.
I think better than the English.
Yeah.
But Witcher in Polish, I had a hard time. I came in late. I tried Witcher 3. I never finished it.
Yeah, me too.
I know it's great, but I just didn't have it in me at the time. So maybe the Polish dialogue is what I need.
It makes it sound more
Change it up.
fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that goes back to what you were saying, Beck, about English voice acting on top of Japanese mannerisms. That was something I never noticed until coming back later to Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And then you see Snake go, "No way." And you're like, that's not something an American would do. That's very expressive Japanese. Now that I've played enough Yakuza games and seen, oh, look at that little baby
no.
limp.
I don't want to limp.
You fell. Baby fell down, go boom.
This is bad, guys. I feel terrible.
But I feel like that's what adds part of the fun in the camp to, DMC, Resident Evil, and all of that kind of stuff.
This is what it must be like for new fathers to play the first Last of Us intro.
Oh,
Right.
God.
For
Dude.
cat lovers, though.
Dude, I just beat that. Well, hold on. I don't want to swerve while we still got Vec on the line. Vec, did you have more that you wanted to talk about before we make you just sit there?
I just wanted to say, after playing Cyberpunk, the game,
Yeah.
I thought they completely dropped the ball on what it means to be Cyberpunk. Because Cyberpunk is like my jam. In terms of genres, that's my number one thing.
Your face.
And I thought the game completely missed the mark on that. But the show, Edgerunners,
yeah.
not only redeemed the game, that honestly might be one of the best pieces of Cyberpunk media I've ever seen. So
Oh,
thank
wow.
you again.
Yeah.
Shouts out. Huge
Yeah.
praise. I can't recommend it enough. I didn't get around to talking about it on the podcast, but I talked about it last PPS, and then, at this point, I've watched through it twice, and it has as a complete story, it has that vibe of older anime movies that I
Yeah.
loved. It gave me almost Ninja Scroll vibes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
I
the
can see that.
trigger, the trigger animation is so stylized. This show is wild. People I've heard refer to it or have compared it to a movie called Dead Leaves that I actually like. I own that. It's not as wild as that. That one's kind of all over the place. Kind of like Panty and Stocking is all fucking over the place.
I gotta check it out.
This is pretty good storytelling though. I can't recommend it enough. Edgerunners.
That's good.
Netflix's search was so screwed up when I tried to find it, though.
Dude,
Cyberpunk came up with nothing but, cyberpunk-related movies.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Johnny Mnemonic. Here's, hackers. Here's whatever. But then you type in Edgerunners, and it's oh, yeah, Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Right
yeah.
there. It's what? Figure your shit out.
Yeah,
Sarandos.
it's the fucking thing you want people to watch because it's the biggest, most fresh moment that it'll have.
Hey, Ted, listen up. You gotta get your fucking search optimized or something, buddy. You're giving out money left and right. Pay your devs.
I'm very happy that.
Do you guys have any messages for Ted Sarandos of Netflix?
No, I didn't even know who that was.
But he's very powerful.
I like
so
that they're
careful. Careful what you say.
I like that there's a threat put out against him. Now.
Okay, all right.
But I do like that Cyberpunk is coming back because Vec, I feel like even the game itself, there isn't maybe as much of the RPG element like I was saying, but I actually do like the story in the games and the stories that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I just fucked Rivers in the morning today. So it was
wow.
yeah, like and they were like,
got laid.
they're like, "Oh, are you sure you want to do this?" I'm
Sorry.
like, "It's a fucking video game. I want to fuck this guy. Come on."
Yeah.
You fucked a river? An
I
entire river?
I fucked a cop or a former cop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rivers or
What did
whatever
I
his
say?
name is.
A-cab, baby.
Yeah, he
Oh,
took me to
okay.
the top of the thing. He got me drunk. I was wooed. I'm like, let's go. My character's hot. I wanted to see them in
Dude,
the mirror.
everyone I try to get laid, every time I try to get laid in that game, I get turned down.
Really?
But then I didn't know, like, certain characters just won't go that way.
yeah, because I rolled a
V
female
is,
character.
You know, yeah, same. I'm persistent. You know, I'm just down for whatever with
Yeah.
V. You know, she's living life crazy. I mean, you
That's
know,
what I'm saying.
the
you
fucking
know?
clock's
I'm a nomad.
ticking. Clock's ticking, dude.
I'm a nomad.
Yeah,
That's
I'm all Pan Am all day.
dude. That
Yeah,
right?
oh, yeah.
See, I'm gonna fuck around with Pan Am when I
See,
get
did
home.
Did I can't
But I
remember
might have
if
already. I can't remember who I've hooked up with yet in that game. But if I've definitely paid somebody.
I think I'm like.
I think
I
I did.
strike out completely with every character. I don't know if I'm answering shit wrong.
I definitely try. I mean, they put a move on me, and I'm like, fuck it,
Yeah,
let's
you
do
got
it.
it. There's like dialogue trees.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a while since I played it, but I remember it being kind of challenging to get to that point.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least depending on what the choices you make.
Yeah, but
Pan
I love
Am
it.
ain't down.
I fucking love
I think maybe Judy.
that kind of stuff in the game.
I think I hooked up with
I don't
Judy.
know.
Oh, hi, camera.
Man, yeah, it's a wild fucking game.
Keanu Reeves ruined it for me. I think that's what killed it.
You know, I kind of like
And
him.
I'm a Keanu Reeves fan. Love that guy. John Wick
Sure.
2, one of my favorite movies of all time. Love The Matrix. I like Speed. But
Okay, yeah,
in that
shouts out.
game, he destroyed that entire game.
Really?
I kind of
Yeah.
I see where
It's
you're
terrible.
coming from on that because
He
he's
acts
great
like
with
a
what he
lizard
does.
person.
Is
But-
it the character or is it him? Because the
Both.
character's kind of
The
cringe.
character's poorly written.
Yeah.
And his delivery is so cardboard.
It's just I
And,
don't,
like,
yeah, I can
you
see
know,
that. It
Like,
feels very
he doesn't
Keanu.
act
Yeah.
with human emotions.
Come
Yeah.
on, V.
We see.
To put a gonk brain like you can make this decision any day.
This is what I've always said about Keanu Reeves with a few of my friends back in the day. Keanu Reeves is not the type of actor, and I don't mean this in a way to insult the person. I think he's not the kind of actor that really personifies a role on their own.
He's
better.
He's a big name you can attach.
He's good at making characters if you tell him exactly what you need from him. If you leave it up to him, he's gonna kind of do whatever.
He's an empty vessel.
And whatever is normal ass Keanu. And so what we saw is that's just Keanu reading the lines as Keanu.
Yeah.
If he were Johnny Silverhands, which I think is actually kind of cool, and I like it because it's kind of more conversational. It feels like he's actually in my head because he's gotten to that point, like you said. Like, so I went into Arasaka warehouse and I'm set up to go do this like next thing on this parade. Like that's where I'm at. In the,
Oh, yeah, that's a good mission.
in the main story. So I think the next mission is Takaguchi calls me for the parade mission. So I'm dicking around doing playlists right now.
I'm gonna dick around and knock these pots off.
Yeah, hey, you can, and it's great. You can paw them off too, with some of them, but otherwise you can just knock them off, and it's wonderful.
Oh, I broke it on my back, dude.
This
I'm
game
tough.
rules.
Wait, am I the same cat that fell and got hurt?
Huh?
Yeah.
You licked your wounds. You're fine.
I just fucking fell asleep in the rain and then I'm fine. Okay.
Well, you took a nap. But yeah, so I feel like with that, I've really started to adopt like, you know, for a while I'm like, oh no, there's gonna be a solution, and it's kind of clicked in me. And even when you just said it now, it's like, no, that I am now fused with Johnny. Johnny and
Johnny to the end.
Johnny is me. I am Johnny. There isn't gonna be a separation. It's us existing together.
So
And
I haven't gotten.
Oh,
have you
man.
ever gotten to the end of the game? This
Not-
is still
not
my
yet.
first playthrough.
Not yet. So this is me kind of like guessing, but yeah, You think you said you beat it, Colin?
I did. It was a while ago. I need a replay too because I know it's changed so much. I played it on PS4.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it runs really well on 5.
But it's one of those things
So-
where RPGs, the ending isn't the most important thing. It's the
Yep,
journey.
the
you
journey.
know?
Yeah. The costumes are
And that's
my
how
I
favorite.
said I
feel.
didn't want to take too much time.
No, no
but,
worries.
No.
but you just reminded me of the first version of the game. Like when the very first trailer for Cyberpunk 2077 was released. You can look it up. It's a badass trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept for the story was that you were going to play as a cop, one of those max security
Yeah.
forces
Oh,
from
MagTech.
Edgerunners.
Oh.
Yeah, MagTech. And then you're gonna be hunting down cyber psychos, but the gimmick of the game was that you were gonna recruit those characters into your party to go hunt other cyber psychos.
Blade Runner.
Ooh.
And then Keanu Reeves came in at the last minute, and they
Right,
completely
that's-
dropped all the writing that they had
I've
done.
heard that.
And they rebuilt the story from the ground up because of him.
Oh, interesting. Because I know
Okay.
Silverhand was an important character in the tabletop at some point. But
Yeah.
but that's interesting that they've like tuned it then once they got that guy.
Adam Smasher too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cool seeing him show up in Edgerunners as well. I like that.
Ooh.
That was so sick.
Yeah,
Because
Continuity-wise.
he's such a good villain.
He was a great villain. Your first meeting with him, when he says like to that secretary that walked past him, like, "Aren't you a fuckable
right.
piece of meat?" It's
Yeah.
like, what is this thing?
It's
Hey,
great. You know
Hey,
who's a bad
guys.
guy.
This guy's like the fucking Terminator
That's such an-
times 12.
That's such
Yeah.
like a RoboCop 80s
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
like isn't that a nice piece of pussy for me
oh
to
my
fuck?
god! Oh my god!
You know, it's
Adam.
so like, hey, you didn't need to be this like
This guy's
just like
evil.
diminutive and awful, but oh, that's all they care about is, you know, and it paints that perfect picture.
Dude. Yeah, but Edgerunners is sick. Like, I'm glad they're putting stuff from that into the game now.
That sounds cool. That makes me want to play more. actually.
Being a fan of like all the clothing and the costuming, now there's like quick slotting for your appearance, which I'm so stoked for.
You want to know something?
I gotta
You
stop
know what,
this
Dead
fan.
Vector? I know you're not too hip on the Kojiminis, but I was playing Death Stranding on stream today.
Oh, you had to bring it up, Ryan.
But you know what? It's because it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar
to what? To what?
to what we've been talking about.
Okay.
You know, it's
I wanted to be there for that stream actually, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
it's I don't know. It's kind of like a, you know, it's about the experience, and then there is the crossover actually. So that's why I bring it up. There's on the director's cut, there are crossovers for
I've
Cyberpunk 2077
Yeah.
that affect the game. So director's cut is the same game.
I still haven't fucked with it.
But they did what they did with like Catherine and like what was the other game they did? Well, they did what they did with Catherine, or Persona 5, where they wove it into the regular gameplay. So I'm all of a sudden I'm trying to get to West Mountain Knot City, and they're like, hey, there's a dead porter that you have to go save on this mountain. He has the V chips or the V thing, and I'm like. And it's from Jay, and it's, oh, this is all the shit, right? Oh, there's all this shit from fucking Cyberpunk in here.
Yeah.
Because I have the V mask that you can get, the little
Oh,
things.
So these are like extra missions.
Yeah,
Okay,
but they
interesting.
affect the gameplay because now I can do fucking quick hacks on people's Odra decks.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
So they incorporated
Whoa.
they incorporate like a bunch of, and I know with like the Valve stuff, they also incorporated the I think you can get the hover glove or whatever, the anti-gravity glove from Portal or from whatever
Okay.
it was.
Gary's mod kind of shit.
Yeah, or from Half-Life, I can't
Yeah, it was
remember.
Half-Life.
But yeah, I haven't gotten any of those, but they're
This
not
guy's strong.
They're not just thrown at you right away. It's like throughout the game they're like there. Because I picked this guy up and I'm like, I don't remember having to take anybody to the incinerator more than, once after the game started, and then. Yeah, there you go. The way that I like that's what I like. The animation. Hit
satisfying.
it again. Like how they
yeah,
fuck it.
just
how-
like
Slowly.
right, the little fuck around with
hesitation.
it. Like my least favorite thing they would do. Have you ever had a cat, Vec?
No, I'm a dog person.
Okay, so this is what cats will do. They'll come up. This will be like the thing that's on the edge of the table, and they'll walk up and they'll just do this. And then
They
they'll
want you
just
to
keep
look.
they'll just
Exactly
keep
why
meowing.
I'm a dog person.
Yeah, they want. They
and
want
then
you to
they'll
look.
and then like that they're just fucking around. But then they'll just go. And you go, don't, and they go.
Don't do it.
And then they.
All the paints.
And then that's when I grab them by their nape and I say, "What did I just say to you?"
Wow! Oh my gosh, the nape.
Yeah.
Swear to me.
Oh yeah, I go Batman mode. That's how you teach your cats not to be dickheads.
I think.
It's true. If you don't train your cats and dogs, they're dicks.
Oh yeah. We're mid potty training right now, and it's interesting how you have to point out, like, you see this?
Yeah.
We don't do this inside on the carpet. Look at this.
Yeah.
And it's like 3 a.m. and I'm showing the puppy like his shit.
Yeah.
Like, look at it.
It doesn't do it again if you do it that way.
This is oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at the property damage I'm doing. I will say, after just the last thing on Edgerunners, after watching the show, I changed out some of my quick slots and my cyberware in my game.
Yeah.
I had a Sandevistan I wasn't using, and I was like, oh, let me see what this whole slow down time thing is. I'll be like David.
Oh.
So it's changed up the way I play now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
see
definitely
that-
looking forward to. I think the show absolutely made the game better.
I've heard
Yeah.
that more players are online now than ever because of this show.
That's
yeah,
good to hear.
I have a lot of friends jumping on the bandwagon.
and, like-
in a good way.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean,
Yeah.
jump on the bandwagon, please.
People are simping for this Rebecca character. They are in love. I'm main girl.
paw
I'm all
prints.
about. Oh, look at the paw prints. That's funny.
Sorry.
I'm all about Lucy.
Okay, the artist who works on Lucy named her after his mother. I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, why would you name a character who spends a lot of time on
So
screen
naked.
fully nude
Yeah.
after your mom?
Maybe his mom was naked all the time.
Lucy. I don't know. I love.
I guess.
I love her haircut, and that happened to be the same one I had picked for my character in the game. So I was like, oh, Lucy's.
I hope they do some sort of
Lucy's a
co-op
rad
mode
character.
where you can do like night raids or like some fucking cool ass shit in
Dude,
co-op.
I hope they make another season of that fucking show. The game's like out. Like,
Yeah.
do more.
Yeah. Hey, I'm down for it too. Honestly, the thing for me is I treated it like a book because I know that I'm gonna probably play that entire game.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm gonna play as much as I can. I'm not gonna do any races. Fuck races. Races can die. I hate
Oh, I
racing.
do the races.
Fuck
Pan Am,
racing.
dude.
Fuck racing.
Come
She
on.
said, "Hey, do you ever want to do racing?" I said no, and I never called that bitch back.
Gotta make her happy.
She does not
She
know.
wants to
Fuck
do-
that.
Actually, she
Racing
keeps turning me down.
sucks.
Oh,
and if
come
she's
on.
turning me down, there's nothing going there. Then fuck that, dude. This V's getting laid. All right, that's what's happening in my world.
I don't mind the races. I always come in. They're easy.
You know what?
The boxing is hard.
That's what
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard.
yeah.
But those are the ones I want to do. I want to do the boxing more than anything. That's more fun to me than trying to get in front of somebody in a vehicle. Unless it's like wacky races in GTA. Like, it's so, I don't know. To me, it's just not, it's not engaging. And there's always like some stupid shit that ends up
Ryan's-
fucking you over.
He's not a race fan. He's not
Nope.
a race fan.
No.
Well, thanks for calling
see
in,
no
Dead
race.
Vector. I'm glad we got to talk to some edge runners.
Yeah, dude.
I'm glad you loved it.
Absolutely. Oh, I
Dude.
loved it a lot. I'm definitely. I'm gonna do what you did and watch it again.
It's
Subbed.
it's worth it. Yeah, it just had this old school anime OAV vibe.
That's cool.
That's like, maybe it doesn't need another season. Well, if it did get another season, it'd be cool to just have different characters. Another serialized 10 episodes. Because that was what was so cool.
So there's
too.
one last thing, one last tiny thing
Sure.
that I want to say.
Okay.
A lot of people in chat are asking for me to give my best meow,
Oh, please.
and as previously
dog
mentioned,
person.
I'm a dog person, so not gonna happen.
Oh.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Big dogs only.
Thank you, Beck.
Thanks for calling in, Vec.
Take care.
Man,
Take care, guys.
I'm all ready for my first pee break.
Hell yeah.
Much like a cat, you know, they go to the bathroom a lot. Whoa,
Whoa.
she'll just start playing?
I
think,
never.
did you? Was it because you swung the controller around, maybe, or something?
Was it?
I don't know. I thought.
Or maybe you
It was
moved
just
something
an
on the
idle
touchpad?
animation.
Kitty. Does it do mic stuff?
Is your mic muted though?
I
Okay, no, it's not.
don't-
Mine is automatically muted on mine.
green eyes.
I love playing
Beautiful.
GTA Online and people don't
tell.
realize their mics are muted.
Is she a she?
Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, what the fuck you mean? Shut up. Yo, bro, we can hear you. How the fuck I turn this shit off?
GTA Online.
Yeah.
I want to do that thing everyone's been doing on GTA Online where they like role play.
Oh, I've been
Oh.
watching a ton of that
I
stuff.
always
Literally
roleplay.
just in the last week.
Yeah.
So fun. It looks so much fun.
I heard about it years ago, and I'm surprised it's still going on.
Oh,
because
they go like into an RP server specifically?
Yeah.
They go
Oh.
into
It's,
the
like,
roleplay
modded.
server. Yeah.
I
and,
see.
And then they're like, I'm gonna be an ambulance driver. I'm gonna just drive around people who get hurt. And
Oh.
then, like, you know, someone will be like a cop. Someone will be like a window washer or a fucking donut salesman.
Really?
Everybody wants to be cops.
You
There's
just play
always
a role.
million cops.
I didn't know. I see. Yeah, I always play a role because my character. I create a character and then I make a narrative every time I'm playing that just comes. It's like a literally freestyle like flow of like consciousness,
Sure,
whattever's
yeah,
happening.
Yeah.
So that's how I've always role played in,
No, but
in
this
those
is
games.
This is like a thing people do on mic, and then the characters' voices
Oh.
match up because
Yeah.
the mouth flaps.
Yeah.
And then there's a ton of people streaming it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
That's where you
Dude,
watched it?
I should do that with my Red Dead character.
yeah. I
My
bet
Red
that-
Dead character is insane.
So you could hang out in an insane asylum and
No, man, hang out in the city and just be like, yo, what are you doing today? My name's Weed Grandma. You should have never fucking spoken to me. Double barrel shotgun, sawed off. Psh, psh, you're done.
Weed Grandma's still playing GTA Online?
Weed Grandma. So here's what happened. Weed Grandma is from the Wild West. They're fucked up, all right?
Yeah, okay.
They're fucked up. But what
I
ends
was
up
gonna take a
happening?
break, but this
what
is
ends
too
up
good.
happening? I'll say it real quick. They find the primo strain of chronic that gives them endless life in terms of they don't age. They can
Yeah.
get killed and then respawn, but they don't get.
Oh, this is canon for how.
This is because now they are here
Oh
in
my
GTA.
God.
They've augmented themselves so they're taller,
This is adorable.
and they are living
Adam
in the
Smasher
GTA
style.
world, man.
yeah.
And they've seen everything. They're fucking still as cutthroat as they were before, and they run an arms business.
Oh, you're
'Cause
dealing
my-
arms.
Oh,
Weed
I'm dealing
Grandma.
arms, man. I got about $150,000 of merch about to ship on this truck.
Whoa, what is
The
that?
shit was that?
I don't know, dude. I don't like that. So far, no enemies.
No.
And no collecting. I've been looking in every nook and cranny,
Not every nook and cranny, John.
but I'm not finding collectibles. And then it's like, yeah, where am I gonna put them? I'm a cat. I don't have pockets.
Nah.
I don't need ammo for anything. I just gotta knock over bottles and open doors and
It's
shit.
cool, right?
Yeah. And
Did you
yeah,
still want to take that break, or are you back in the?
Yeah, I gotta pee. I don't know about you guys. Are we gonna line up? In
Yeah,
the
I drink
bathroom?
a whole
I
cup
think
of
we're
coffee.
good.
Well, we got 2 bathrooms.
Let's line up though, and
We'll
like,
hold hands over the stall.
well, let's play a long song. This is
Let me see that long.
This is from our homie DJ Innes. You know the robot.
Yeah.
We'll be
I
right
like
back.
going to Bico. Baby, make your booty go.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Let me see that song. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nancy speaking.
Yes. Last night, I was playing with the Queen of Hearts. The Joker's the only fool. Fuck him. Is the Queen of Hearts there? She left her number here for me to call.
Fuck.
Just in case I should have a royal flush.
Nancy speaking. 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 Nancy speak. Nancy speaking. Nancy speak. Nancy speaking. Nancy speak. Nancy speak. Nancy speaking. Nancy speak. Nancy speaking. Nancy speaking. Yes.
Last night, I was playing with the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. The Joker's the only fool. Fuck him. Is the Queen of Hearts there? She left her number here for me to call. Just in case I should have a royal flush.
Welcome back. We're back.
Wow.
Roundhouse. How are the vibes? Everyone feeling good?
Oh yeah.
Vibes are up.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cat's meowing. We are back in the seat again. Woo! I've got my coffee, water, and I've got a Zevia. You know, on deck we support, we stand Zevia. We're hoping for that sponsorship call.
Yeah, still waiting for
I've been hearing
Zoa.
about it.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought
No.
we were doing Zoa.
That's Rocco's thing. You know,
Oh.
he's into that clean caffeine, that clean energy.
There's
you know?
no such thing as clean caffeine.
The Rock said it, brother. I don't fucking think you were.
Drink coffee.
aware.
That's clean caffeine. Drink tea. That's clean caffeine.
Watch out, big dude.
Brother.
He's coming for you.
You know what, Rock? Let's do it. I don't care. Layeth the smacketh down on my
Let's do
candy
it.
ass.
Oh, you know what? While we're here, Colin, we have a segment. Here, I'll just
Ah,
play the
shit.
intro here.
And now, with a rampage, here's King Lord Abu Shakra to give you the Raw Smackdown Dynamite.
Yeah, people love the wrestling segment intro.
Do they?
I do.
I think you do.
I love it. I am so far behind. Dude, I have not you know, like, all the drama with Punk
Yeah.
and everything that we've talked about that's been coming out in the news. I have, like, not finished the All Out pay-per-view.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
You should
And
just move
I haven't
on, dude.
watched... Well, and I haven't watched 2 weeks now of the program.
Just watch what's current. You're fine.
I know. I'm gonna jump in. I honestly haven't
Whoa.
had time to play much. I haven't been doing much but working.
The cat really jumped.
Doing all my other extracurricular stuff.
Yeah, you've been busy with work stuff.
Dude, totally.
Which
and
is
and like wrestling,
Yeah.
like training.
Yeah.
Not watching it, but
Extracurriculars.
yeah, fucking weightlifting. I got too many like new hobbies this summer, and now I'm like, that's why I feel like, dude, I have been going 90 miles an hour since I got back from PAX.
Yeah.
Oof. Now
Yeah.
we met Colin out at PAX East. Have you gone to any cons since
Yeah,
then?
I haven't.
You've been staying put.
I'm staying put.
I recommend it.
I kind of came to San Diego right in the middle of Comic-Con, so
Oh right.
Oh.
that wasn't gonna happen this year.
No.
But
Maybe next year.
next year, yeah. Now that I know the city a little better.
Dude, and you know, Sony, PlayStation's got to get you down there. Like, you just got to be like, yo, I'll work the booth.
Yeah, I don't think I'm first in line for that.
They got,
No.
they got to hire probably like people off Craigslist. Sony's got such a big booth, you know. Throw you
Yeah.
a bone.
It's a hard job. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
make it look easy.
Well, we get to kind of like be our own bosses, but so many of my friends will volunteer just a few days,
Yeah, I know.
and then get a few days on their own, or like half a day to themselves. It's a trade-off, but a lot of people I know do that. They volunteer with the San Diego Convention Center or the company or whoever.
Yeah,
the
that's like
nonprofit.
the only way that they've been able to get like in for
In,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember those people.
And I'm sure some booths are better than others. I at PAX East a couple years ago when Nintendo was there with Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
The people working the booth had those really nice like Hawaiian shirts that you see in game.
I remember that.
And I asked to get one of those, and they said you couldn't. So
They
guess
probably
you
had to
gotta
give them back.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
rentals. They had to pay for them a bit.
They had to tour them. Fucking,
Oh,
shit.
What are these? Are these head
I don't
crabs?
know I don't know what they are, but yeah, you can effectively call them head
Whoa.
crabs. Oh shit, dude.
What's
oh. I don't remember now.
Oh shit! I don't think there is one yet.
They'll tell you all the buttons you need. Don't worry. Right now, I think you just gotta run.
This is just like
Hop fences, jump over benches. When you see me coming, get the fuck out the entrance.
That's a good. Ah!
That's
Get off me!
Ghostface. It's from a song called Run.
Get off of me! You
It's
nasty
about running away from the cops.
parasites. Oh, and what a fun thrill that is.
Yeah.
Colin, you ever had to run away from the police?
I don't know if I should say that on stream.
Yeah, maybe
Security
you
guards.
should.
I
I've had
think
to
they're
run
still
away from
looking for me.
Oh, I've ran away from police. I've told those stories before, like skateboarding.
Oh,
at night,
yeah. Yeah.
Skateboarding in a trespassing type of environment.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you gotta-
I've been in those situations.
Yeah.
but,
You got to get out of Dodge.
It's so funny how
Whoa.
like fast you run when you have to. Like I remember how like
Yeah, when your friends take off and you're like, well, I'm not gonna. Be
I'm
the last
not
one.
getting fucking stuck here.
I'm not gonna, because then you're the weakest link. They're gonna make you rat them out. They're gonna stick you in a room like in the movies and interrogate you, right?
I mean, that's what I'm worried about.
You don't want that.
No.
Yeah. No, they will.
Oh, look at this. Turn right. Follow me.
Oh god.
I've got a friend. He loves CRT televisions.
Follow me, everything will all right. Anyway,
Oh, those are like computer monitors. Look at these.
are they? Yeah, they kind of
don't know.
are. They look like old school monitors.
Someone's been sleeping here.
Oh,
look at a
hard
hard
disk.
drive. Hard disk drive. Look at that. Let's fuck it up. Get
Yo,
some cat hair
HDD.
in between the platters.
There you go.
Scratch up.
Oh fuck! I did something. Oh wow! If I tuck, the TV's kind of interact with my meow.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
I did not get that far. I just followed the directions.
Oh, here's the. Is this a way out?
No,
the
it's
fuck?
pointing you to the way.
Didn't I come in here?
No, you came through the window.
Oh okay. Oh shit! This is like Stranger Things, dude.
Oh yeah.
We got
Your na-
Stranger Things lights.
Your name's 11.
Oh no. This game is it is adorable. I wanted to ask you, Colin, if we could, about what you've been up to at work. I know, we don't want you to talk about any top secret type stuff, but some stuff that's out that they've showed. I know they just had the state of play.
Oh.
Yeah, there was
we were
a lot
excited about that.
a lot of really cool stuff in there that I didn't even know about.
Ooh.
That Yakuza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Rise of the Ronin looked really
Yes.
exciting.
Okay,
Rise
yeah,
of the
that-
Ronin looked good too. Yeah.
That did look good.
The Ishin, I think is what you were talking about, Garrett. The
The-
feudal Japan, or not? That's not. Is that feudal? No, that's
The Yakuza game that we never got in the
Yeah,
US.
that's like turn of the century, like World War II era, right?
I don't know.
Because he has a pistol.
I think there
So
was
they-
at least 2 games that were in a similar time
Setting.
setting,
Yeah.
like the colonization of Japan.
Yeah. Crazy,
with
man.
Kiryu or how do you pronounce his name?
Well, it's
Dragon
a different.
Dojima.
He's
I know
like
it's a different guy, but he
yeah,
looks-
but Kiryu is the character he's based off of.
Kiryu. It's probably his ancestor,
Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna end up being.
The dude with the one eye is there too. Do I go across? Yeah, buddy. Now we're catting it.
That actually kind of similar to Stray, at least in terms of the vibes, I guess.
Sure.
That game Pacific Drive they showed at the State of Play.
Oh.
Okay.
It looked really cool. It seemed I don't know. I don't want to say Stranger Things, but a little supernatural 80s nostalgia
Yeah.
type look.
I don't remember Pacific Drive. Can you bring it up, bro?
Yeah.
It was like a first person. I've heard it described as a driving
In the
survival
car.
horror.
Yes.
Yeah, that did look
We
really
were
cool.
we were all kind of floored by that because it was such an original, which is what I'm looking for.
Yep.
An original idea. It reminded me of a game, EnviroBear 2000, that I liked on the iPhone.
I see someone said Mega Strange type game. I
Yes.
definitely agree. We need more of those. Mega
Yeah,
Strange
this
type
game.
games. More cryptids.
I do remember that. Yeah, more cryptids for shiz. Yeah,
Yeah,
they- Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I like the swing back into supernatural and horror right now. I'm very happy about that. Like, but it's not being done as a fad. It's just being done by people who want more of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like seeing stuff like this is really cool. Cause yeah, I remember watching this. I'm like, yeah, this looks like a game I'd check out. Why
It's
not?
the right time for it.
Yeah.
Some of the cool like VR stuff was awesome. I was bummed we didn't get like a date and a price,
Yeah.
but that was just what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm getting it regardless. So actually, what do I care? You know what I'm saying?
Have you been a big VR guy?
I really enjoy hardware, and I'm a Sony fanboy through and through. So I always have this, thought, and I think Brian kind of agrees with me. Like, Sony's first run of hardware is always the best version of it.
Tends to be.
Now, the PSVR, it wasn't as advanced as like the Valve Oculus or something.
Sure.
But it was my first VR headset.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
And I played the shit out of it, and I liked it, and I got used to it. And if this is even better of an experience, like, I want that next thing too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna probably try to get that day one. Oh,
Yeah.
it says go up.
So I think we're at that point where it's not a matter of is this going to catch on? It's a matter of how is this going to be more and more accessible to people.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. With PSVR 2, that's the first time I've ever been like, okay, I'll buy a VR headset. I know that the other stuff has had some success, but we are now at that point where people are clearly going to be developing for VR, and that's the point that I've been waiting for, because that's not what was happening before. Everything in the last generation has been, the closest thing we got was the Saints and Sinners Walking Dead game.
That was a good game for VR.
And that was PSVR, and that was great.
The
and
launch stuff was kind of like simple, but
Yeah.
probably some of the best stuff, because you're right, a lot of other shit was ports.
or tech demos, or like some sort of like mixing in. Now VR has been around VR has been around forever, but now it's been being built up for at least 5 years, if not longer.
On Sony's
In general, with the Vive, the Oculus. I mean, honestly, it's probably closer to 8 years now that I think about the real timeline of it.
What does Facebook own?
With
a big part of that?
Oculus,
Meta
yeah.
And they're
Oculus?
clearly pushing all into the meta space, because that's where things are going, and or at least that's the next step, either that or AR. So that technology of direct to what we see in fucking Cyberpunk, that's clearly where we're going next.
Taking phone calls like David and
Yeah,
Lucy.
whatever it is.
I
I
love
don't
that.
think I think I'll always want to be able to remove a HUD.
Uh-huh.
I don't ever want anything implanted.
This game's great. There has been zero HUD.
But I mean,
You don't
like,
need it.
when we get to that point with cybernetics, where we can either put on contact lenses and see shit visualized in real life.
That's a real dream. That they've got prototypes of that shit going.
Yeah.
How does the battery recharge though, man?
And Google Glass and stuff like. Well, I bet it's the same way that you charge your watch.
Yeah.
You
But
put
I
it
mean,
into
how
a-
does the battery even fit in there? And is it clear?
Who knows, right? Like, who knows what you'll end up doing? What if it's just an RFID receiver that just changes, based on whatever.
What if you're blinking recharges it?
Who knows,
Fuck.
right? Because watches used to be able to be charged on movement, and that used to be cutting edge. Like, we're at the point where VR is
gotta
where
move the
pocket
barrel.
watches were at. I personally think that's where we're at. VR is at that point where it is. Wow, they really do guide you very well in this game.
Yeah, with the neon signs.
Well, with the rug too, it's telling you which direction to push it. You see how it's pointing to the right until you uncover it.
Yeah.
So while the barrel was there,
It's an arrow for
yeah.
you. Yeah, that is interesting.
Especially in a game that you have not had a single piece of dialogue yet, aside from some couple of signs.
Some cat meows.
And yeah, like lights that point you in a direction. But anyway, I think with PSVR 2, I'm definitely very interested, because I think the technology is there, and now they've also taken out a lot of the issues that previous VR had. some of that motion sickness and some of those.
Yeah, this is claiming 4K HDR resolution, which,
Right?
if your refresh rate is good, that's going to keep the nausea down.
It was
That was the thing. I would get hot and kind of sweaty and then start to feel a little nauseous after about an hour and a half.
Yeah. And that was the same for me with any, like, even the Vive. Like, our
I've
friend,
never used anything else. I still haven't.
I played Half-Life Alyx. That's the only game I ever played on PSVR or on any VR aside from Saints and Sinners. Everything else just felt like a tech demo.
Yeah.
Aside from, again, and this is why I think Sony's got it right, Resident Evil 7.
Whoa, meow.
Ooh.
Fuck.
I wanted to try Hitman. They put Hitman in VR.
Did they?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That would be interesting.
See, that's a perfect game for that.
Yeah, because, I mean, most of the interactions in that are button presses. That's something that would actually benefit from, you know, somewhat of a motion control. Which is something I see people talking about in the chat, and that's my struggle with VR too, is like taking the hate that I have for motion controls out of my feelings for VR. And I feel like we're getting away from that kind of gimmicky stuff now, like you said with the tech demos where everything's like, oh, your hands do this and you do this.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't want to do like Kinect Sports, you know, when I go home to relax.
This new controller, this new hardware is going to be more precise for like shooting, pinching, grabbing.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to track and be more natural because it's built for that.
And that's
it's not reusing hardware from the roof.
they've got their own wands now, which those work really well on the Vive, and that's kind of cool. It's like, so that's kind of the thing, right? Like, we're getting to that point where video games are simulation and very spot on, but at the same time, I play video games because I can be God. So how much actual dexterity do I want? Like, when I played that Half-Life Alyx demo on the Vive, it was really cool because when you go and you grab a cup, it feels like a cup. But when you go and you pick up a cinder block, it doesn't feel like a cinder block.
It still feels like the cup.
It still feels like a cup. So
what can we do with vibration?
So
you know?
you can easily do the motion to toss it up and flip it into the air and catch it like you can a cup, but because of the physics of the thing, it won't let you, so your hand just doesn't do it. And so that's where I'm like, I wonder how much dexterity you really give people. Like, how much do you really want them fucking with shit? And then in that regard, how much do people really want to be able to pick up bricks and move stuff around like that? Like, I think they just want to be able to interact with the gun and point and shoot it, and then, like, pull down, you know, ropes if it's a thing to pull down ropes maybe, but, like, nobody's really going to be playing VR in the space where they can run around.
Right.
And the headset does not make it conducive for you to dive and do all of that stuff. Also, you're not going to do that in your home because you'll get hurt.
Yeah.
So unless you're going to a VR center,
most people want to sit down too.
Yeah. Right. So we're still far away from this ability to have like Matrix style gameplay. But I feel like again the immersion of playing a game like Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil 4 in a VR setting, that's where it's going to be cool. Or will you get those FMV video games or interactive games, you know? Or I guess kind of what we were talking about last week where we were saying it's not really games anymore, it's interactive. It's interactive media. That's what Sony's called it forever, Sony Interactive Entertainment. It's not Sony Video Game Department.
Yeah.
It's Sony Interactive Entertainment, SIE. And that's, I've always kind of liked that. It sounds weird.
SIE.
Oh man, my favorite interactive this year was Stray. You know, it doesn't sound
My favorite content this year was Stray.
But right. Like that's the industry term. But yeah, it's like games. We'll always call them games. But
we're making content.
But you're right. Like I mean, it's still content.
Yeah.
It still really is. Like it's filling up time.
But yeah, I think you know, good things are on the horizon for the VR.
Yeah.
I'm positive. I hope the price is not too steep, but also like, if this is like a huge step in the technology that the first Sony headset was,
I think it will.
Yeah, I know I'll be getting what I'm paying for, so that's cool. And I'm not regretting my previous purchase because I used mine quite a bit.
I mean, I played Tetris VR exclusively until I didn't have a VR set anymore. like Tetris Effect in VR. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was my game of the year that year because of how immersive that experience is, and that's a fantastic way to describe how you use VR for an immersive gaming experience. And it doesn't always have to be first person, I think, too. I think that there's this misconception that, like, it has to be a first person, and I think, no, I could totally also just be in a third person playing that, as opposed to always having it be my vision. You know, I could very easily play Red Dead in third person like that, because it'd be like watching a badass movie.
Sometimes I would do that. And my favorite thing to do in GTA was to play with the PSVR headset on in like big screen theater mode and play it in first person.
See, I would play it in third person, but have it be VR actual, like fully, like you're directing a movie almost, like you're watching the scene happen.
I wonder if I can plug this battery in somewhere else.
Nah, I think you just turn off the fan and climb through. But yeah, that too, like being able to just kind of like have that experience. I did that because you showed me that. You were one of the first people I knew that actually had VR.
Oh yeah.
You and Rocco, and I remember playing VR at your house, and I really enjoyed it back then. But yeah, it was still kind of simple. What are your experiences with VR? Are you into it?
See, it's been a while. I mean, up until recently, I'd only really tried it at like conventions and stuff, like one-off, more of like a tech demo thing.
Same.
So it's interesting to see. There's been such a big change within the last couple of years. Like even within the last year, I feel like it's taken off.
Right.
And they've made some mistakes, and there's been some things that were not so accessible to your average gamer. But I think they're finding the balance between like immersion and realism. Like you said, like people want to feel like they're doing these things, but they don't want to have to stand up. And it's almost like there's an example of like, in video games when you reload and there's like the magic bullets that come into your next clip or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody says they want realistic bullets, but when they play, they really don't. They want to just feel good and feel like you're actually, doing it. So I think they've learned a lot of those lessons within the last couple of years, and I think we're going to see some cool stuff. But it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's still a niche market.
Yeah. I love this, by the way.
This is fun. Body required for download. Body required. Enter the door. Turn off. What the heck?
I also like the Shining reference.
Oh, on the wallpaper?
But I love that you can walk on the fucking keyboard.
And type to this dude?
Yes.
Inner door. Turn.
That made me fucking laugh. But yeah, I feel like, again, like, there's a certain amount of work I want to do in video games, and that's learning how to play the game. But then there isn't then there are games like Shenmue or other sim games where it's a Power Wash Simulator, where it's like, this is work. I don't want to do this in a video game. I would much rather do this.
Saints and Sinners even feels like that sometimes, because like it's so complex, the reloading and the get my knife and then like pull it out of this. Oh, it's on this hip or it's on that hip, and
it is not fun to reload in VR.
No. Oh, look at all these battery sockets.
I've been playing Lawnmower Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's one of those things that just satisfying for some reason.
Sure.
Even the weird, it does feel like work. Like they make you like unload your stuff and clean up the trimmings and all that, but it works for me for some reason. I don't have a lawn anymore. Maybe that's why I miss mowing the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked when I was younger. Like I used to do it. I used to do it to like, I don't know. I would do it because it was fun or something. I don't remember. Like I got to use the lawnmower, so it was like cool to me. But yeah.
Oh, I see.
Like, that's like a tool, and
that was like my Saturday, and it was like, I gotta fucking mow the lawn for my dad.
That was
I never had a ride on mower. That's the big thing.
Oh, we didn't have we didn't have big enough
push one.
It was a push one. It had a 4-horsepower engine, 2-stroke, for pulling.
Yeah.
So it gave me some help. Yeah, doing it on its own.
Oh, yeah,
if you
trying to pull that fucking 4-stroke and get it to start. And there was a thing of
priming
starter
it.
fluid. There was a can of starter fluid that was next to the whole setup, and then you would have to spray that into the intake to get it to start because it was old as shit.
Yeah. Fuck, I remember. Then we got a new one, and it was just like a.
This place is littered with batteries.
Yeah, you got to plug them all in, and then you would have to do the little pump,
strong,
little like fucking thing in the corner.
Yeah.
And then you would. It wouldn't go. You'd have to get like 3 fucking big ass yanks on it. It was fun.
Here we go. There's got to be another one.
There it is up there on the right.
I love any excuse to run around with a gas can. I
Yeah.
always feel like I'm in a video game.
Okay.
You know?
You know what? Yeah, I like filling it up. I always liked filling it up with gas. My dad would get mad at me because I'd overfill it.
At my house, when I still had lawn and I had a lawnmower.
Yeah, now you got dirt.
Now I got dirt, so the lawnmower just sits there drained.
Yeah.
But I would have to siphon gas out of my truck to put it into the little gas tank because I didn't want to go to the gas station. I would be like, oh, let me just siphon it out of my truck.
Ew.
I know, and I would get it in my mouth. That was disgusting.
I tried to do that once, and I got a fucking head full of vapors, and I went, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, I swallowed. No, I accidentally swallowed paint thinner a different way
Ew.
because it was in a jar that looked like a soda
Oh.
when I was painting. I was like, oh my god, how much did I swallow? Am I gonna die? I had to Google, like, am I going to die if I swallow this much paint thinner?
Why was it in a jar that
Because,
looked like
like,
soda?
Dude, it was in a bottle that just was like a A&W root beer bottle. You know, like a plastic 20-ounce bottle?
Won't it dissolve the fucking bottle?
No.
Real? Oh, I guess I'm thinking acetone.
No, yeah, it's like for paint.
Jesus Christ.
I was painting. I was fucking painting, and it was like a bottle next to my table, and I
Only
also
you.
I just thought it was my water bottle, and I was like,
Only you.
Only
Only you. Oh god, and not really only you, but
oh fuck. And I looked down, and I was like, oh my god, that was the paint thinner.
oh,
was
how did you
using-
not like smell on the way up? You didn't smell it?
Like
I
you
was
took
just-
a full sip and was like,
Clearly.
Full sip, dude.
Clearly, I know how you are when you're focused on work. It's like an automated
Yeah.
move. I got you.
Probably jamming, listening to the radio
Yeah.
loud in here.
I've worked with you. Dude, you were there the one time. Remember, I grabbed the fucking. We showed it on the stream.
What is
When I
this?
grabbed the. I think it's just a little toy.
Oh my god, it's a little head.
Oh yeah, it is. What the fuck?
It's a little robot head. Oh, I put it on the man. I don't know.
Wait, what do you have to do up there? But yeah, remember the time I grabbed the soldering iron and I didn't really pay attention
Oh,
until
it was hot?
Yeah, with my pointer, and I had that like fucking fava bean size.
Fava bean. Garbanzo.
Blister.
Yeah, that garbanzo.
I had to be specific because it was huge. Let me make sure I had it right.
There's
you
a
know,
little
if you guys
head.
don't know what a fava bean is, I'll get you guys a little.
There's a little. I like
I'll get you a look.
like it with a nice Chianti.
Fava beans, very common in Middle Eastern foods, and they're delicious.
Are they? Is it a
Yeah.
Lebanese dish? Let's have a see.
Yeah.
Let's see. You
See,
ever
like-
have a fava bean?
You'll get them in a stock like this. They come in like 3 to 5 stock like this here. My dad actually grows them in the backyard. But then
Really?
then you do like a little lentil soup like that. You strain them, a little olive oil, lemon.
Man,
you
I
do
never
'em like
fucked
this.
with
They're
fava.
So fucking good. Oh yeah, that's another. You should be eating more hummus if you're trying to get some protein. It's a
Oh,
lot
is
of
there a lot
carbs.
of hummus?
Well, I mean, it's
Is
just
there a lot of
garbanzo
protein?
beans. So I mean, beans are high protein.
They are.
and
Yeah.
they help you shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I have no problem shitting. I'm shitting just. Shitting's great, you know. Can't complain about that.
Yeah.
A lot more than usual now. My
Yeah.
intake's up.
The other one says, having a blister that big, it must have been difficult to not pierce that fucker. I learned with that one that you're not supposed to pierce.
Yeah.
Oh, I always be piercing it.
Yeah,
keep fighting that.
I drain it.
I stopped. No, you're not supposed to. The fluid is supposed to help it heal. It's supposed to pop on its own. Which, remember, it did while I was working
Oh, what the fuck?
like a
was
week
it?
later when it finally popped. Oh, put it there.
Yeah. Put it right there. Oh shit! It's gonna replicate.
What the fuck is this?
This thing is like. Is this turned into my backpack?
Oh, yeah, it's your little buddy.
I just gave birth to a sentient AI. Oh fuck.
Oh, shit. Man, the fucking frame rate on it looks so good.
It does look good, and this is like only 1080p too.
Well, because of that, it's maxing out the fucking frame rate, so
Probably.
so it looks fucking beautiful. And then like, yeah, because this is a plasma TV, it still looks, beautiful, crunched into this.
B1/2.
It looks real.
Yeah, the big TV up there is a fucking plasma still. How funny is that?
Yeah, this little 37-inch, 32-inch.
We got all caught off guard.
Aquas.
We got sidetracked with all the VR talk. But,
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask Colin about some of the other stuff. I know, like, I'm excited for God of War. That's right around the corner.
Absolutely,
We
yeah.
got to see some more of that.
Yeah, they almost faked us out with the controller announcement.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of hype around that. And
Yeah.
people thought that was all they were going to show. But no, that trailer that came out was awesome. It got me like emotional watching it.
Yeah, I'm excited to pick this up, and I'm glad to hear that this is going to be like the end of this new story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like these 2 games.
But that's fine, because I was gonna say my biggest issue with I actually want to replay the original, just to kind of like get back. I mean, that game came out 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
But like, it's a 40-hour game.
Yeah.
So, and it's not the easiest game to play, even on normal. It challenges you.
It challenged me in a great way, though.
Me too.
And I did enough extra stuff to where I don't know if I need to play it again. I just need to play the second one. Because I remember right where that story left off, and it was like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
I kind of feel like it's that thing where I want to play it just to relearn the story, but then if I do, I'm not going to be excited to play it when it comes out. But to be fair, it's coming out in November, and that's like, there's so much shit coming out then that even the first God of War, it took a year to actually start playing it. It took me forever to get into that game because I wasn't ready. Because I know that's a hunker down, pay attention game.
Yeah.
And it's coming in the midst of shit. What else is coming out? The Rose Winters DLC, which is going to end this whole series, like you said.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Is that November as well?
That's coming out in December.
Did you guys see the comparisons on how the Resident Evil, this Rose DLC for Resident Evil 8, how when she gets like pulled in by enemies, it's very similar to how Sam Porter Bridges gets sucked in by.
I did not see that.
That is, I mean, I thought it was either
so
Death Stranding or Tormented Souls.
It's so inspired by Death Stranding. I mean, yeah, Tormented Souls, I guess, had that back in the day too.
No, this new game that
oh yeah, that
you
one.
got, that I got immediately, and
I have not played more than we did on the stream that one day.
That's fine.
Oh wow, she gave me my suit and she jumped inside.
Yeah, now you got a little.
Look, the cat is like, I do not like this.
That's exactly what they do when you put clothes on them.
Absolutely.
Like, what the fuck?
That's why I loved it. It was like, yeah, and then they'll do this. That's why this game nails it. It's not just like silliness for, like, oh, some mannerisms. It's like, if you try to put clothes on a cat, they're like, they get low, they get fucking weird, and if they really don't like it, they just lay down and they don't move.
They're like, what is this sweater? Don't take pictures of me for your Instagram.
But you know what? Hey, this game is gonna, I forgot, Resident Evil fucking Village is going to be playable on PSVR when it comes out.
That's great, too.
So, I mean, again, so that's coming out later this year in November as well. That's got to be a #1 priority for me.
I heard that, old VR games are not going to work with the new headset.
No.
But I didn't really expect it to if the jump in technology is that big. I mean, the controller is different.
Yeah.
So
I imagine...
That's
and
fine.
That's fine.
I have the old one.
What the fuck are you dying to replay?
Right, Right.
Resident Evil 8 is going to... Resident Evil 7 is a PS5 game, so they're probably going to upscale it there. That's the only game you play. Otherwise, what? Arkham VR? Suck my dick. I mean, I know it's a good game, but those are the 5 games I hear people saying that I should play again. If they want people to play it, they'll put it out on VR too. They know that there's going to be. That's why they did it this way. The user base is so tiny for 1 that they know they're really starting with 2. One was the iPhone X. Oh, jump on top of those books. Now jump over there. Fuck the books. Turn around.
Oh, I fucking knock them over.
You knocked over the books.
Fuck these
boxes. You knock over so much shit in this game. It's great.
The physics are right.
So fucking good.
Does the B12 go back into my backpack to save battery?
You don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just does her thing.
Yeah.
We're just symbiote.
I also appreciate they don't tell you the gender of this cat.
Right, yeah.
I was trying to look earlier when we started playing because I was assuming she was a girl cat. But that's me. That's me putting my assumption on her.
Yeah. I don't know if they ever...
I don't see any genitalia hanging. So.
I mean, they're not going to...
Why not, dude?
For a game like this?
Look. You see balls? I don't. If she's
balls.
If he were a stray, he wouldn't have been fixed, so you'd see balls.
Yeah.
Campion's balls are coming in, man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. 2 tiny little fur balls, dude.
Oh.
It's time to get them fixed now. That's what the doc said. Like, once they drop, yeah.
I thought you guys already got them fixed.
No.
I didn't know that. Because with cats, I think you can do it relatively early.
Trisha's also like, what if we don't get him fixed? I'm like, then we can, never let him alone with, a female dog.
Yeah. He'll knock that bitch
Oh,
out.
he humps like our arm like crazy, dude.
That's the biggest thing. It's more for
Right, it's like
aggression.
behavior.
yeah, and I said like, won't it calm his ass down?
Yes.
That or he's just gonna be more angry.
Right? I know. I kick
Yeah.
your balls. I
Yeah.
think that, but then I think about Bob Barker. He always said, always spay and neuter your pets, folks.
What did it say on the wall?
It said, always spay and neuter your pets, folks. That's what it said. I don't know. Over here? It's dark as fuck in this room, dog. I'm scared. Wait, where's my Android?
You should.
Come on
sure.
out, girl.
There you go.
Oh!
You got a flashlight? I forgot what button it was.
Code
There you go. 3748.
3 plus 48. This cat does math.
I don't think that's a plus. I think it's a 7.
Oh, okay. You look a little shy of a plus. 3748. Okay. We got this, Pearl. What's my... Oh, B12.
Which is the developer.
Oh, that's cute.
I thought that was funny. I also tried to think if that was like a numeral for something, like B12. Is that like cat spelled
Vitamins.
out?
Yeah, isn't that a vitamin?
Yeah.
Aside from a vitamin, yeah.
Translate. Let's see. It's an engineering degree. It belonged to the scientist I worked for. Wow, you were cool. You worked for a scientist? I'm gonna knock over his wine.
Fuck your wine.
Fuck your wine. Yeah. Quit bragging about your former boss. I'm your new master now. It's a hierarchy,
no
right?
longer.
Like a cat is like a living thing, so it's kind of like she takes ownership of the 2B bot.
Kind of, yeah.
That's how I treat all my cats, Colin. You know, I let them know that they're my possessions, that I own them, that technically I can do whatever I want to them. Yeah, I will whisper this into the cat's ear.
Yeah, I've seen you do it. It's creepy as fuck.
See, I think that really works on dogs, but I don't know if cats actually.
No, she
care about
resents.
that.
Yeah, she just laughs it off.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, you think that's how it is?
Yeah.
Who,
Did you
who
flip that
cleans?
switch?
Who cleans whose shit?" That's what she says. That's what Lillian says to me. I've done the switch before. That's. Oh, it comes back. I don't know. Some code.
Oh, you
Put
did open
the
it,
code
yeah.
in here.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a door to open.
Whoa, jumping. We haven't been able to get there.
Oh, do you
door.
jump through here?
Door to open. This guy. Oh, read. I hope this will work. Oh, did he put his body into a robot?
I think.
Oh shit! Do I have to
Oh.
I think he put his body in, or his robot brain into
2B.
B12.
B12.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Wow. I never picked up on that.
Yeah. I hope this will work. He downloaded his consciousness into the droid. Okay.
Right, I think that's a
So
big part
the
of the story
code-
later on.
Is the code here? No.
No, it should be pretty clear where you'll have to go with the code. There's got to be like something to enter
I
it in.
can't. I don't even know.
Well, there was some really nice synthesizer action happening in this room, but it stopped when you left the room. So that tells me you might have to be in this room.
In the synthesizer room.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you do
This
this?
is this
Oh,
is
there you
this
go.
is the game design
go.
expert here. There's the code door.
Does that wallpaper look like the carpet from The Shining?
That's what he was saying, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
you-
did I not hear you say that?
Oh no. I maybe. Yeah. Did you go through here?
Let's see.
The door?
It's open.
Yeah.
Here's a code, a keypad. What's in here? Oh, I was fucking around in here.
Yeah,
too.
and then you went back to the other.
Wait,
Oh,
piano. That's
One
that's
of my-
good sound design, right, Colin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
love that.
That's Black MIDI.
You've been.
it's a good band.
Let's see. Oh yeah, code. We know that. We were so close the whole time.
There you go.
Use the digit code, please. 3. Oh, fucking hit X. Enter is square. Come on.
Ooh.
3, 4, 7. Wait, what?
I think it was 3748.
Yeah, it was.
4, 8.
It was 3, 7,
4, 8.
4, 8. Green light means go. Brian,
Hell
you nailed it.
yeah.
You fucking nailed it.
Hell yeah. Oh, you want to take another call?
Yeah, let's take another call.
We got a new caller.
Colin, I don't know if you're down to stick around for burritos and stuff later off air, but me and Brian, we have like almost finished this song we've been working on
Yes.
forever.
It's pretty much
Oh.
done.
We wanted to ask your opinion on it.
I cannot wait to hear it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
We've
And
got
hopefully the audience won't be too far behind.
yeah, you're gonna be. I think you'll be the second to hear. You'll be the first to hear it this complete, where we think we're kind of done.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe we need like one little finishing touch, but I think we're gonna go with a end of October release.
Yeah.
Through some friends here on the great internet that we all use and love so much. So stay tuned for that.
We'll have announcements.
We'll have announcements on this song Brian and I have been talking about.
Close though.
That we've been working on forever. Yeah.
I mean, we listened to pretty much the closest to the final cut we're gonna get without like some minor changes to it.
I bumped it in my truck a bunch with my system. You know, I got the subwoofers in there.
I played it on my phone. It sounds good.
Yeah, I tried it with headphones. I tried it in every format I can.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Now I think
first thing I learned in mastering.
I think we're ready to let it go.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a name for your collaboration,
yeah,
your
we do.
band?
Yeah.
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 I don't want to spoil it.
No.
We talked about it.
Let's announce it here. Have we already announced it?
I mean, we kind of came up with it on the show, but then I don't think we ever told people we adopted
it. It is official.
Yeah.
The project will be known as Wiring Solutions.
Ooh, meow.
That's right. Ooh, meow is right.
That's right.
Meow. Ooh, meow.
Now, my favorite thing was that the original one, you had misspelt it. So it said Wiring Solutions like this.
Solutins?
No, you wrote Solutions right. You wrote Wiring with an E. And I kind of liked that.
I like it.
But then since then you have been writing it correctly. But yeah, it's
Wiring. Oh shit! I hope I don't make my invoices out like that back in the day.
No, your invoices were right. It was just that was you and me at 1 a.m. after we finished one of the 50 different takes that we had done, and we were
What has happened to the city?
I don't know, man. It's been overgrown with this filth.
Yuck.
And it's dirty as shit. There's so much garbage everywhere.
Well, there's no people left.
Yeah. I wonder what happened.
I do too.
Look up.
What the sky is?
There is no sky.
Is it a roof?
You're in some fucking like underground city.
It's like a fucking UFO above us.
It's like a big ass dome or something.
Oh shit! It's the plate up above Midgar, dude. This is.
It's kind of what it felt like, yeah.
This is Final Fantasy VII.
I gotta say, dude, are you into Final Fantasy VII?
I'm not. I mean, I played a little bit of the remake. I watched a bunch of videos about it.
That's cool.
I love the music. I
Oh,
love
dude.
the art, the design.
Yeah. You don't have to play the games to like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I feel like it's just influenced so many other things that I've liked, or
Yeah.
We got more info on part 2.
Yeah, and Crisis Core coming out in
yeah,
December.
I can't wait for that too.
What up,
Bakester?
Oh, hello. Sorry, I thought you guys had.
Shut the fuck up.
Bakester, don't apologize. You shut the fuck up with that apology.
Yeah.
Right now, listen, you are the guest. We're happy to have you. Don't worry about interrupting. You're here with Colin.
Oh, okay. Thank you for having me. Hey, that collaboration you did with Lil Cern was really sick.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
You know,
holy
I
mackerel.
was talking to my friend Slime to Garbage Main to some the other day, just yesterday, and we were talking about Holy Macaroni. I'm so glad you liked it, Colin. I was just featured with Curb Lagoop, which is a big deal. Y'all are Curb fans out there. You know you've heard of Curb Lagoop.
What a great name.
So lucky to be on a track with such great talent, and yeah, man, I'm glad you dug it.
It was really cool. I found that guy like just randomly on YouTube. I don't know.
Oh,
like,
the Be Nice to Me
4 or 5
Productions
years
account?
ago now. Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
He was sick.
Yeah.
He had some video like "Gotta Have My Starbucks" or something, which at the time was really funny.
He's got a lot of great stuff. You should check out. Definitely subscribe to the Be Nice to Me Productions on YouTube.
Yes, if
And
you're not already.
Check out Lil Cern's new album on there. The full album up there with all the interstitials from Goth Girl. I think my favorite part of the whole album. You know, I'm a sucker for a Goth Girl.
Oh yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
It was dance class.
I went.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to Pink Lightning again.
That's a good idea.
Give it the rounds. It's on all the streaming services too, if you're on Spotify and whatnot.
Oh.
But you play any of this cat game?
I actually, I did. I loved it.
Did you love it? So far, I'm very pleased. This is exactly what I had heard. Like
It's
don't
like
get
a
your hopes
classic
up.
adventure game.
But it's and if this is like beatable in one sitting, is kind of what I've heard. I don't think we'll do that tonight, but like that's perfect.
Even if you were playing this off stream, this would probably take you a weekend.
Sure. That's a good game size for me because I've got enough replayability and stuff like Cyberpunk or, whatever else I've been playing again now.
Yeah.
Phantom Pain, I'm gonna get back to that eventually too. Don't even fucking joke,
dude. That's how I felt. Yeah, like playing Death Stranding and Cyberpunk. I'm like, man, these two games are like so visually pulpy and fun to be in, and like beautiful, and I like being lost in both of the worlds.
I like jumping in buckets, yo.
Yo,
oh,
bucket.
Shit.
And you can move around the bucket, I think.
Oh, you can?
That's
Oh, I
so
never did
nice.
that. You can meow. Look at him with his cute little vest and his meows. Oh, you better run the fuck away from these motherfuckers.
Run!
It's R2 to run.
They're attacking.
Jump.
Oh my god. That was almost too much, dude. Wait. Movement. We've got a life form.
You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm
Whoa,
out.
What's that?
I'm out, Bakester. Woo.
Damn, dude. Well, yeah. So, Bakester, how you doing? What's the purpose of your call tonight?
Oh, I'm doing well, thanks. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm calling. That little CERN collaboration was so cool. It made me think, like, you guys and all the Mega 64 people, you guys are always doing, like, cool shit. How do you...
Well, thank you.
Keep
Damn.
motivated and stay doing all this, like, because you're doing the DJing, you're doing the wrestling, like...
Yeah, you know
how do
what?
you
It's
keep track of it all and find the motivation to keep going.
I find motivation in like finding new things. So like the wrestling thing, that adventure is very new, and kind of being able to integrate that into my routine. That's almost like the routine and the entropy of doing the PPS every week for this long. It's not hard to come in and do the PPS on Wednesdays. I've been doing it so long. I just, that muscle's always there. The DJ thing, like, I wish I had time to get behind the tables more. I bet I would fucking improve past to the point of where I'm at. But like, there were a couple months during the pandemic where I was really DJing a lot on Twitch, and that kind of like saw a big boost in me. But I really like, it's my schedule and my repetition and the entropy of doing the same things kind of throughout the week. I have wrestling on Monday. I got weight training, on Sundays. I got the PPS
so
on
you have
Wednesday.
this schedule that helps you, like, I like that.
I
use
fall-
the phrase, like,
yeah.
flexing that muscle.
I'm good at falling
working
into the
out.
groove of a routine. I think keeping a routine is how I can kind of spread myself across a bunch of different things. Also, like, my interests are so varied. I think I'm lucky now that I have a little more free time to be able to kind of like put some time into these hobbies, and pick
For
up
sure.
new ones.
Because when you were doing construction, you probably didn't have as much time
No.
as you do now, right?
I didn't have enough time. I was working out on my lunch breaks. I was definitely like not wrestling.
No.
Well,
you had to dial back Mega 64 for that for a little bit, didn't you?
Well, yeah, there was even a point when I had to give merch back because, like, I was the one in charge of merch, like Kevin is now, and that's such a full-time thing. It grew into such a full-time thing. I had to be like, yo, I'm getting too burnt out. Like, I can't keep doing merch and working my full-time job and helping us film on the weekends. Like,
yeah,
but that was like 10 years.
That was a long time ago.
I forgot about those days.
I think definitely there's one thing to remember, Baker, is that you're seeing all the stuff that we put out that is accomplished. At least I'm speaking for me. So the stuff that we are motivated to complete and do and have out there, that's the stuff we're talking about.
It's also like, I've like tried to turn my hobbies into things I can use on stream or in videos. So like DJing becomes part of what I'll do for Mega 64 from time to time. I've done that on purpose, and I've pitched that because it's like, oh, that's an excuse now to DJ, but also I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm making shit for work.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to play a video game. Here we are on the PPS.
Exactly.
But I'm making stuff for work. Or,
do you think it helps to have that, like an obligation or a due date?
Totally. For
Yes.
me, like
Yeah.
working within a box and having a due date, having the open-ended thing is what gives me the anxiety.
Yeah, you don't
totally
want
agree.
to, right?
You feel that too?
Every single one of your personal projects that have failed because, and they haven't failed but stopped.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
stopped because you aren't doing it.
My motorcycle is totally dismantled
Yeah.
and like hasn't been put back together, even though the parts have been ordered. Same with my airsoft gear.
Yeah.
I need that deadline of like, we're playing airsoft again in this next 2 weeks. Then I gotta go, oh shit, now I need to tick that box. I gotta cross that off.
Yeah.
I feel like the repetition in the schedule is just what makes it easy. The hard part is just fitting all the other stuff in.
Yeah.
Bakester. It's like fitting in the dog walks and making dinner.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, cleaning
and,
your
and
house
that
up.
kind of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rest.
Vacuuming.
Actual rest.
The thing that I have to do, it's like twice a week clean the litter boxes. It's like those are the things. Also, I can't skip that either.
Yep.
Like I can't skip the PPS or the podcast.
Yep.
I just think about it that way, and then entropy kicks in, and you're doing it. It's not like you're going through the motions, because at the end of the day, like I'm like, holy shit, I got a lot of shit done.
Oh yeah. I think that's the
But
part
then
of it.
there's the end of this summer has got me like fucked up. Like I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing so much. With cons and everything, it's kind of put us behind on other stuff, and there's just been like, lots going on. With me, anyway.
Yeah. And so yeah, I think that's a big part of it, Bakester, is again, like there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be done, but you only get there by starting to do it and then not stopping, or knowing what the end result looks like. For instance, the song that we've been working on for 4 or 5 months, I don't know.
Oh, dude, I think longer than that.
Yeah, probably longer. It feels not that long, but we've been working on it for several months. And yeah, like last week we kind of got to a point where I was talking with Garrett, and I'm like, I think we need to get to a point where where it's done, and we just need to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, we can't overcook it.
Yeah, because I don't think there's like, I actually saw this on Instagram, and somebody was saying like there's like a certain point, like you can't make food that much better. There's a certain peak.
Can't make silk purse out of a sow's ear.
Well,
That's some shit Larry would
there's
say,
just
dude.
there's just a certain point where you
look
can't
at
make it
this.
that much better, and it's just excessive. It's just adding on for the sake of trying to add on. And sometimes you just need to know when it's done and move on.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing. So set out with an idea in mind, and more things will get done. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it doesn't get done unless you set out a finish for it. And sometimes that's imposed, sometimes it's not. You can miss a deadline. You know how many assignments I missed in school? You know how many papers I didn't fucking do? I'm still making money. I'm still alive. You can miss shit as much as you want. You have to suffer the consequences of what missing that means.
Yeah, some things you miss the deadline, you don't get paid though, you know?
Exactly.
So those take priority.
Exactly.
Over.
So
that's the balance,
right?
though. What does it take priority over? It can't take priority over cleaning the cat litter, because then cat's gonna shit in the house. Or the cat gets a UTI.
Yep. So
you can't take the dogs on a walk, because then same thing, you know. Dogs are
they're gonna rip up the
they're
carpet.
Gonna be terrible.
You can't
They're gonna
sleep.
keep you up all night, and then can't skip the PPS, because then we can't, relieve the stress that we have to at the end of Wednesday night when you're tuned in with DJ Disc Jockey and Bryan Abushakra.
Goddamn right.
And Colin.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah,
right.
That's what you say.
You
when
tell
I'm
the
here.
inside voices.
Shut the fuck up.
That's kind of it. Like I have doubts, like even in between, like when I take
just
my
get through
breaks
it.
on KLBR, it's like I'm sitting there sometimes and I'm like, it's the middle of the day Wednesday. It's been a slow fucking day. I don't know, man. Like maybe I should just stop the stream and focus on something else.
Yeah,
and
I
then
got
I
shit to
think,
do.
and then I come back and I have 5 requests waiting for me, and I'm like, as I find out, and I'm like, man, why am I getting so down? Just because I right now I feel like I'm not getting what I want, so I want to just toss my hands up in the air and walk away. Like that's what I would do when I was younger, and guess what? Nothing got done, and I felt bad about all of the things that I feel like I could have done if I would have just stuck with it longer.
Oh, look at this. Is like an anti-cat sign or something?
I don't know if it's anti-cat.
It's like, oh, check
but
this.
there's a lot of cat. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Yeah, now you can't walk straight.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm going.
I love this game.
How does he get it off?
Eventually he'll shake it off his head. This game is so damn cute.
Help me, B12.
Oh
my God.
Thank you, Bakester.
Bashed us out
Any
into a
parting
wall.
words for us?
Yeah.
That's an awesome question.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Oh yeah, no, I really appreciate you guys. King Lord Bryan Radio is very good as well. Tuned in this morning.
Hell yeah, dude.
Love
my
the
request in,
KLBR.
So
Hell yeah.
appreciate what you guys are doing, and yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, how do you feel about it, Colin? Like, I'm sure with a lot of stuff that you probably get engaged with, like, yeah, how do you motivate yourself, I guess?
Like you guys said about the deadlines, you know, it helps. I think just in general, knowing your own limitations
Yeah.
makes you perform better when you know that, you know, all right, this is all I can do today, and I'm just going to do it as best as I can and then not stress out. Because I feel like a lot of the, I was going to say creative things, but I think a lot of things in general, a lot of pursuits, it's a long game, and you got to wait for things to pay off.
I like sleeping on it.
Yes, that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Especially with creative stuff, like I don't have like a set deadline. Like I don't have a date on this project that I'm working on, this prop, let's say.
Yeah.
But I know that it's due soon, and I know there's like crunch to get this done. So there's this like, that was that thing earlier that he asked about the deadline. It'd be better if I knew I had this deadline, because then I could look on a calendar. I could go, okay, I have literally these many work days to do this. Let me try to do it in these hours so I don't have to be here on weekends doing shit.
Yep.
But that's kind of the anxiety that builds not knowing that exact date. That's number one with this project.
Sure.
And then number two is like, yo, this is something I haven't done before. Like, I know how I want to do it, but I have to get my hands on the material and I have to start working with it to really understand how this is going to come together. Because if you told me right now to explain what I'm going to do, how I'm going to make this prop,
yeah,
I could not tell you.
Yeah.
I have to just start doing it.
Yep.
Slowly, and I need to sleep on it.
Yeah.
After I start doing stuff. So
yeah,
that is the process that I function the best, and I'm finding that out, and I've done that with this, and now after just 1 or 2 nights in between working on it for over the course of, let's say, like the last 3 work days, it's all planned out. I could tell you to a T how I'm going to finish it.
Yep.
It's actually it didn't come along until the 3rd day. The first 2 days were like, man, I did a lot of cutting material and like setting things aside and staring at the fucking photos of my reference.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a lot built or done. It didn't look like anything, you know, for 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
It was only on that 3rd day that it was like, everything clicked. I've almost got it at 80%. And I just know, like, okay, I'm going to take my time with these fine touches. But it were those 2 nights of sleeping on it that put it all in a perspective.
Isn't it weird how perceptually it's like it goes from 5% to 75 or 80% in like a matter of hours?
I think your brain is also always problem solving in your subconscious, like when you're driving or when you're watching some fucking reality show at home or eating dinner that night.
Dude, I have dreams about like
You're
puzzles.
still thinking about work stuff. Right?
Yeah,
right.
When I was younger, and even to this day, if there's certain puzzles or things I'm stuck in games, I'll have a dream that I get past it.
Yeah.
And then I'll wake up the next morning and I won't necessarily get past it right away, but, you know, and it won't be the way that I did it in the dream, but I'm still trying to wrap my brain around solving this little fucking puzzle or nut or whatever it is I'm trying to unscrew.
And Garrett, like you said about having varied hobbies, like you'd be surprised, you know, how 2 things that could seem unrelated inform each other really well.
Yeah.
Like,
sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing something totally random, and it just inspiration can strike you.
Can definitely strike you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a. Ooh, the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I don't know if I ever did that.
Yeah, that was weird.
These bots are freaking me out.
Yeah.
They're all like, "Oh, you're a dumbass. Why are you trying to go up the elevator?"
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah, they are old.
But yeah, I feel like that's kind of the thing for me too. It's like to get that first 5 to 10% out to get the ball rolling. That could take a day.
Yes.
And that's.
Oh, I missed.
And that's because honestly, it's like you said, I can't see where I'm going yet. And that's where I realize I'm like, oh, reduce that amount of time of like worry. Oh, I don't see what I'm doing yet, and just start throwing paint on the wall, and then you'll start seeing shit you don't like. So then when you go to do that next thing that you do, you'll have a more definitive idea of what it looks like. And that was something where I felt it took me a long time to release the pretension of trying to get it right the first time. And just get something out there and then work on it. And then sometimes you toss the whole thing away.
Oh, yeah.
That whole
Our first song.
thing.
That first song we worked on.
Yeah, like honestly.
We were going to try to do. This is like every band that gets together too, Colin. It's like, let's do a cover of this song.
Yeah.
And then you're like trying to like record the cover. And it's like, I don't know how this is played. This is too complex for me to cover.
Yeah.
So it turns like into its own thing almost.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about not giving up, but starting fresh. You know, doing a version 2.
Totally.
And you know, there's something to be gained, even if you don't put it out.
No. Yeah.
I feel like that
You learn
improved
from that.
your original work.
There's also something there that could be used somewhere else later. It may be a good idea, but not in the right spot.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing that, again, it's
Also,
like
I think that lubed us up to like working in this room on music together too.
Exactly.
That first like couple nights of like, what are we doing here? What is this?
And that was my original. I remember feeling that way originally, like when we first came in here. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Then you came up with the cover idea, and at first I'm like, but I don't want to do a cover. And then I'm like, yeah, but you got to do something, dipshit.
Yeah, we got to.
Because if you don't do anything, then you're not going to make a song.
Yeah.
So you have to just do something, and it's not going to be good, and it's not going to be.
But it's like that first part of that.
Yeah.
That prop or whatever. It's the fucking bulk of it is just staring at the clay, staring at the paints, and brainstorming like how's this gonna come together.
Well, now I'm over here wondering what song you guys are trying to cover. Let me guess. Man Who Sold the World.
You know what? It is a fucking David Bowie song, dude.
Okay.
I don't know how you got so close.
I just like, what's the vibe? You know, I can
Man Who Sold the World originally.
Yeah, it's a David Bowie song.
It's a David Bowie song.
Oh, I forgot we had 2 songs we tried to do.
And we tried to cover, it was David Bowie, what was it, Brian? I can't remember now. It's a god-awful small affair.
Life on Mars.
Yeah, Life on Mars.
That's
maybe
what
my
the song
favorite David
started
Bowie
as.
song.
Holy shit, you're right. I forgot about that.
That's a hard song. There's a lot of chords in that song.
Yeah, so we were even trying to like simplify it.
Oh my god.
I was listening to MIDI versions and I'm like, maybe I can play this? I can't play this.
We tried for like a fucking, like the first 3 weeks that we were doing stuff in here, we were trying to write the fucking same exact song, try to do it on this Arturia sequencer and this board, and then doing it on the keyboard and trying to do it in.
And we could not get it, dude.
And because we did another one off of, remember we tried to do our very, very first thing that I was talking about was the ODB beat that we got off of Baby I Got Your Money. And then we moved on to doing, we dumped that, or didn't dump it, but we kind of.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, remember we were trying to do ODB Baby I Got Your Money, and then we weren't feeling that either, or we decided to come back to it for some reason. And then, I forgot about all of that.
Wow.
But that was what, February or March?
Whoa.
And again, like that's because we don't know. I mean, Garrett's been in bands, so he's been, written with other people, but I've never worked in a band or written music like this at all. Like I've written lyrics, but lyrics are not the same thing as like trying to make a track. And so it's really
that's almost what I've done exclusively in bands before too. Is like I've come in and some musicians have like jammed a loop for me and I've written some lyrics. That's my experience. So like playing with all this MIDI gear is a learning experience for me too.
Yeah, right. And that's been really fun to kind of like lay down different things, and because we both know how to play instruments, or we were taught somewhat. It's been 20 years since I picked up a fucking clarinet, but like I remember the music principles. That was the thing that I liked the most.
My bass is behind the wall back there.
Yeah.
Colin's got the guitar and the keyboards next to him.
But like I did learn how to read music.
Feel at home.
Double fisting over here.
Yeah. Fucking I played for 4 years and I could play. I just wasn't a good player.
That was one of those hobbies you didn't stick with?
That was one of, and I wish I had, honestly, as I was older.
I wish because I took guitar in middle school. We had like an acoustic guitar class.
Yeah.
It's really fun, and I got to a point where it's like, man, I could play a couple songs by memory, you know? But I never learned chords, and I never took it like past that, and that was something I always wished I would have.
And I wish I wasn't so fucking up my own ass about wanting. I didn't feel like I contributed in the band because like I played in a middle school band and I was clarinets, which.
So you were like, I'm just getting credit.
You only. Well, no, it's just like you play the you're kind of like the bass when you're the clarinet. So you're playing the rhythm more often.
Right,
You're playing the
yeah.
warm stuff, and then the flutes and the trumpets and the saxophones are playing like the melody and like the real structure, or not the structure, but like like the fun stuff of the song, like the real movement. All of my shit was like, yeah, like half notes to quarter notes maybe, to half notes to whole notes to quarter notes maybe. Never like the trumpets where they're actually playing the real like melody of the song. And so for me, I'm just like, this sucks. I'm just sitting here like when I play it at home, I don't hear the song.
Yeah, you wanted a different instrument.
Well,
That's hard. Yeah.
when you're
that's-
10 to 12, then you also see American Pie and you think, oh, I don't want to be called a fucking nerd because I'm playing
Because
in
you're
band.
in band.
And I had glasses. I looked like fucking Millhouse and everything. So I was like all worried about all that stupid shit. So that's why I wish I didn't stop
Band
doing
was
it.
cool, man. I made fun of the drama kids, and then I ended up fucking making friends with Rocco, Derek, and Sean.
Yeah, right. We made fun of everybody, and then I ended up being friends with everybody.
Yeah, you're so insecure in like high school. You do make fun of everyone who's just not in your clique.
Yeah, and even still, like I still knew people in every group. I would do
We were
weird.
chameleons, Brian.
Yeah.
We fit in all over.
I would always I would start with my people at lunch for the first like 20 minutes, and then I would kind of like
Your people, huh?
yeah, like my close friends, and then I would bounce around to like all the groups.
the wastoids, stoners, metalheads.
I wonder how many of my
motorheads.
friends smoked weed and I just didn't realize it. I was so naive to it.
Oh, my friends were getting like suspended for it in high school.
Oh yeah. Well, you went to the bad school.
But then no, we were charter, man. Helix, it was a good old
It's a
time.
bad school, man. It had a bad rap.
But then me and the crew, me and the hardcore crew,
God.
held it down. Man, I'm digging this game now, being indoors. I know I'm supposed to like talk to a certain, I should say.
No, you're doing it.
I'm supposed to talk to a certain guy to give me some. Is this the guy? Some info about getting out on the elevator.
You have to show that picture to somebody. I forgot who. Basically, whenever I played this game, I would just
There
run
was-
around and show people everything in my inventory.
How do
until-
you pull up the inventory?
press up when you talk to them?
Postcard. Checking data.
And then you have a second thing in your inventory. Oh,
Wait,
I
I
never
remember
zoomed
the
in.
outside.
Holy shit! How did you do that?
Postcard. I just hit X.
Oh, I never zoomed in on it.
Just that one and that one. Oh wait.
Well, those are just memories that you had. And
Oh.
you can find more of those.
Huh.
But yeah, you
Huh.
have two things in your inventory.
So when I talk to him, I press up, and am I showing it to someone specifically?
I forget exactly who you have to show it to. I did some shit out of sequence.
There
too.
was a prompt on one of the guys that it was like, yeah, show him something. And I,
Yeah, so I think
Oh shit.
up on the left analog stick, and you can select your inventory.
when you're talking. to
When you're
somebody.
in the conversation,
Okay.
yeah. Conversation. I don't know if you're really conversing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Playing a little billiards. Playing a little pocket pool here.
Little billiards. Couple billiards.
Sank it.
That's a cue.
I sank it. Yeah, scratch that game. Fucked it all up for him. Oopsie. All right.
It's cool though.
Brian, it's about that time though that we talk about what Mega 64
Oh yeah.
has going on, not only on shop.mega64.com, but also the Patreon.
Fuck to go.
Am I here or not? There's nothing, Colin, there's nothing loaded in my queue, but Brian's got it on his queue. Let me hit the music.
Be born. This fucking song.
Okay. Get your butts ready. Brian, can you believe it? We're doing a special stream this Thursday. You're not going to want to miss it. Galactic Bowling, bro.
It looks like
So
a
what?
wild time. Neon lights.
It's gonna be-
Rocco.
That is an actual picture of us in the. Wow, that's cool that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Thursday on Patreon, Tier 3 members will be able to check out quite the adventure where we went galactic bowling. A lot of us in the crew had a fun time. Some of us got into a little property damage. I won't say who.
Sean. I bet Sean loved it.
It was a good time. Now, also, could you keep scrolling, Brian? Let's see what is going on at shop.mega64.com.
We got so much stuff. Hold on. Where did it go?
Just go back to Mega64's account.
Here we go.
There we are. I think this is one of my favorite physical items for the Patreon we've ever done. This is the new 64X package with an actual ball from the Expo's ball pit. You get a lot, possibly DNA, definitely some hair. Johnny was in the pit, so
Yucca pucka.
Who's to say whose hair it is?
Yucca pucka.
A few other things, Brian. Can I just take...
Oh yeah, go for it.
What else? Let's see the fine boys as they are tweeting in their natural environment. I love that photo you took.
Why did it open your messages when you came to this page?
Oh, I don't know. Let me not show that.
It's still up. What the fuck?
Ah!
Hold on. I got you.
But thank you, Brian. That's about all.
What the fuck was that?
On that note, I don't know. You can see,
couldn't see anything, but it just showed your messages for no reason.
You can see my collabs with the lovely Fingers and Anime Serbia.
Oh God.
That's how we make the sausage. We line it up in the DMs and then we send each other files and appear on each other's streams.
So many things happen over DMs.
Over at shop.mega64.com, you got a lot of new things on sale. Check it out. I'm done with the Twitter for now, but I did want to, talk about the Patreon. We usually talk about 64-hour specials and stuff, but I want to specifically talk about the Patreon because we've been doing those streams for Tier 3.
I like them.
Yeah. Trying to go into some digital rewards rather than physical rewards. Although, I do like that we are bringing the physical stuff back with the 64X package.
That's a really cool package.
The bag was late. Stop emailing us about it.
We don't want to hear it, all right? You're going to get your fucking bag. Bring it to next year's EXP.
If you get in on the Patreon right now, you
64X,
can.
I mean.
You will get that bag. Colin, maybe we got a bag laying around for you. I don't know. I'll find out.
I don't want to take it away from anybody. We got to get them out to the fans.
Sure.
Fuck them. Fuck the fans.
I turned the volume up on your keyboard there. The keys could diddle.
Oh, is that what was doing?
Well, yeah. It was a little.
I was like, dude, you didn't install surround sound in here?
There was a couple little extra notes in there. I don't know.
Ooh.
The bottom knob closest to the. Well, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's volume. Crank that baby.
Volume, baby.
Crank that baby. No? There's some.
Ooh.
I think that'll pick up on your mic.
Nobody wants to hear that.
That's a good tenor.
The guitar is in play. Maybe we'll strum along at a commercial break. Oh wow! See, I like the punctuation.
Wow.
I think the mics will pick him up. Brian, the cat is supposed to show someone this photo, as you told me.
Yeah.
Let's get back to that. I found a dude that had a different prompt, I swear. Oh, there's a run, too. Oh, hello. Hello. I want to meet everyone.
That's what I did.
Show item. L. Guap.
The fuck?
GWAP. Postcard or Safe's mysterious password? No, postcard. Oh, you're one of those outsiders like Momo. Oh, Momo's who I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Who's Momo?
Did they point out where Momo was?
Grandma made you clothes? That would be weird. Blue sky. Whatever. Where's Momo?
I did that one before I did any other mission.
Momofuku? What?
Grandma one?
Yeah.
Me too.
Grandma clothing. Oh, this is grandma clothing. I love knitting. So far, I've knitted 478 miles of scarves. Ah, I saw the electric cable. That one dude had it, but I needed, like, bottle caps or soda cans or something for it.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Gonk Brain. Where are you going?
You can
Dude's
trip
got-
him.
You can?
Uh-huh. Walk in front of his feet.
Oopsie. He made a cool noise. Sorry, dude.
Some of them will just straight up fucking
Eat shit.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
That's great. This now is opened me up into a part of the city where it's like so vast that I'll get lost.
Nah, it's small enough. You're just a cat, so it looks big.
No, but even in Yakuza, like I get fucking lost in Kamurocho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is like a quarter the size
Too
of
many
Kamurocho.
alleys, dude. Okay, wait. Can I get up here?
I thought the same thing, but it's
it's just
really
overwhelming
small.
at first.
Yeah, because they start you so small, like you just passed the area you came in on, but yeah, as you get elevation, you'll see how small this area really is. But that's how good the
wow.
game design is.
And I can get to places now via rooftops.
Think like a cat.
Meow.
Yep. It took me a little bit to kind of figure out, and it's a little wonky where you can and can't jump. Like, there's some areas where, like, why can't I jump here? I can jump here anywhere else. It's like, because you're not supposed to go here, so stop.
Oh, yeah, because it's just like game design.
Yeah, also, you can go there, but it doesn't mean you can advance the story. So I would fucking, like, try to be like, oh, is there a path over here? It's like, no, you can just jump here. Why? Because you can't. You're a cat. You can't.
Oh, hey, meow. Get your ass in the window. Here we go.
What time is that bowling stream, by the way? Was it 5?
I don't know. You can pull that back up. I didn't get all the info, but we should give it all.
Give it
and it's not too late to enter if you want to be a part of that and some of the other streams that we have coming up. The outdoor camping in the woods one that we talked about on the podcast.
Yeah.
That one's
Plus all
coming
the
up
old
too.
ones, right?
Plus all the old ones. Yeah, I mean you can join at tier 3 to see these at any time. They will be archived there. And the previous ones are up as well.
Yeah, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 Eastern. Prime time, baby!
Last time we tried to do this, the power went out in the whole block.
yeah!
Remember that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't here, but I did hear about it.
That's not going to be the case on Thursday.
No. I loved again, this is like, it reminded me a lot of Breath of the Wild. Where it cues you with audio, like, hey, you need to be here. If there's no audio there, you're good. Get the fuck out.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And we're talking to Colin, who knows audio design and how huge that is.
I know how huge it is.
That's a good point. I could see why this game stood out to you as like having a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, I think I mean, all the emotion is communicated through.
Really?
Sounds and
yeah. My little grin and groans and mews and purrs.
And they do that kind of Animal Crossing style dialogue where it's like, you know, simulated.
Yeah. Peanuts. Was Peanuts the first one? That was just the adults talk like that, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is there something I'm supposed to do on the bed?
Nope, you're
Tear
down
up
here.
your sheets. I just go in there. What'd I find? I found postcard, safe, mysterious password.
I got that password, but then I didn't write it down immediately, and it didn't save it, so I never got what was in that safe, and that always made me upset.
Switch item. Okay.
So
And
you
then
got this.
Clementine's notebook.
Ooh. I think you're supposed to. I did all of that backwards too.
Really?
Yeah. Because I just kept walking around shit, and then I finally did the objective.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking to Momo. He will not come with us. Okay, whoa.
Hey now.
I need to find this Momo character.
I think he's in the tallest building.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I like subtle hints. Thank you, Colin.
I mean, that's what they tell you.
Yeah.
Good. I wasn't
I think they actually point out the building he's in.
It looks. They pointed. No one's pointing, but there's a big neon light on that tall building.
Right.
Right. Okay, we're getting there. Come on, Momo. Now I've heard that used as an insult, you Momo.
Yeah, been a long time since I've heard that insult.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
I'm gonna have a little.
That might be a our time insult.
I think it's like a New York or a Jersey thing. I don't know.
Right.
I always hear Joey Coco Diaz. He called someone a Momo. Listen, dog, I was pulling up to the fucking Vons. And I'm itching my nuts, and some Momo comes up to me and fucking sticks their nose in my face. Some fucking Momo.
I've heard it be a slang for a number of things.
It's peach in Japanese, Momocon.
Oh.
I could eat a peach for hours, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, dude.
What's this dude talking about? Swanto?
Swanito.
Swanito. He's not down with Momo. Where's Momo?
Yeah, Momo.
Yeah,
That
Momo.
is a very Joey
Jersey?
Coco Diaz thing to
Yeah,
say.
very, very right. Yeah, you're originally from the East Coast. You hear that? Is that an Italian thing?
I think he has some originals. you
He's
know,
got, and he's Cuban, so it might
right.
be,
Yeah.
it comes from that background. I think.
No, I've never heard that. But
This is Mito, not Momo.
Mito.
Mito, Mojito. What are they doing? They're stacking paint?
Yeah, he's throwing paint cans.
Fuck them up.
You can.
I don't want to. I want these guys to be my friend.
You have to.
Please don't bother, Vapora. You have to fuck them up?
Not from this side though.
Oh, fuck. I'm getting down now. Wait, I need to go in the tallest building. It's up there? Oh, there's a basket. That goes down.
That goes down.
So, is there some shit over here? No.
I like there are also red herrings like that where it looks like you might be able to go and then it won't let you.
Yeah.
There's like orange lights here.
I think you might be able to walk the awning and get underneath. Yeah, here on the right.
Over here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's red lines coming out of this air conditioner. That's probably like making me look
It
at.
took me forever to get
Makes
up
me
here.
look at a moving object. That's definitely. Oh,
You know why?
Uncharted.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't get up there. I can't. How am I gonna get inside? You crawl between the fucking banister.
between the bars, yeah.
And that when I did that, I'm like, you're not thinking like a cat, Brian.
Oh,
Yeah,
Momo.
exactly.
It took me 6 hours to meet Momo because I just
Oh,
walked around the whole
Brian.
city and did a bunch of shit.
You learned everything.
Yeah, it was fun.
Look at us. Momo's sad.
Which you like, and this is me not doing the objective right away, which was my biggest thing, my biggest problem, and my biggest boon in video games.
Yeah.
Because I'll go and do the extra stuff first, but sometimes it makes it harder on me because I self-learn how to do it, and then you go talk to somebody and they tell you exactly what to
Yeah,
do.
you're like, oh, I should have talked to this
I should have just
person.
went and done the objective. So that's what I've learned. In new games, do the objective first.
Yeah.
The city seems to have
Yeah.
a ceiling.
I struggle with the completionist mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to get all this stuff checked off the list, but, you know, when you have to advance the story and I'm just like going in circles, like...
Just to grind
Yep.
and do
Right.
side missions
And it's
instead
like,
of
oh,
just...
I can't even do this.
That's how I'm playing Cyberpunk still, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
See-
I like playing that way. Uh-oh.
That game is better that way because the side missions and all of the cyber psychos and all of the stuff like that have their own story woven into
in.
each
Yeah.
thing. Like not just like a bullshit thing, but like yeah, the side mission I did, follow the river, like ended with this, like you know, with me fucking that Rivers guy, and it was
Oh.
like you know, hey, this is well, I don't know if it ended, but you know, again, it's just I needed to keep doing those missions, and I was kind of like avoiding them and not wanting to get into them, but it definitely made the game more substantive by playing them.
Sure, yeah, it fleshes out all of Night City. And reading, I really had to get adapted to reading all of the logs and all of the chips and shards.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So much story is there if you're willing to fucking read it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good lore hidden in there.
Yeah.
yeah, which I'm
If
sure
you
is
wanna play
great.
the tabletop.
But it's volumes of information. It's like literal stories from the source
Yeah.
material, which is great. But man, I like that's a whole other day. Honestly, I would just sit down one day and just read the lore. You know, like eat some popcorn and just
I bet
instead.
there's like YouTube videos that break it all down, you know, wonderfully.
Sure.
Wonderful documentaries like our friend Frank's out there. The
Yeah.
No Clip PAX doc is out.
You know what?
We talked about that last week.
We did. Yeah, that was a good little
Check it
doc.
out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, for No Clip on their channel. Subscribe to No Clip's Patreon. Support Frank. Keeps us all going. But yeah, I was gonna say Shrubu in the chat says Horizon 2 is bad for that, which I'll actually quantify. They say they punish you for going to do side stuff. That sounds like they fucking learned, because my biggest issue with Horizon 1 was I had that completionist mindset. I would go and help the Karja. I would go and help this person or that person. I'd walk up and they'd start telling me about all of these words and things that I didn't care about in that world.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore in that game that I was just like, all these words I don't care about.
Like, and not in a way where it's like, oh, the way that they write it is a way that makes you want to explore it more. It just sounds like Charlie Brown. Like, just, okay, who am I killing? Who am I killing? What am I doing? Overtaking, or am I destroying? Like, what am I doing here? Just tell me what I have to do, because that's what you're... Ooh, scratch that.
Yeah.
I really hate audio logs, too. I think it's just kind of a lazy way to deliver story. Unless it's implemented really well, or the acting actually makes sense for it.
Yeah.
I do like audio logs also when they play concurrently with the game.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you do that, then cool. If I have to stand there...
If I stand there and I walk away
and
from
wait,
it gets quiet.
That kind is like, no, just, guys.
If you find a tape and you're carrying the tape recorder with you as you walk around in third person still, like, I like that kind of game design.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to stand next to it.
Yeah.
No.
Or be locked into a cutscene waiting or whatever.
I've been playing Control. You guys played that
Brian
one?
loved that game.
Yes.
I'd never played it before. And it suffers from that a little bit. Like, there's a lot of lore, and some of it is, you gotta sit around in one area and just kind of watch it happen. I love that they use the actual, like, full motion video, though.
Yes.
Like, they have real actors in it.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's a lot of really cool stuff in it, Garrett.
I know you've told me so many times I should play it. One of these days.
It's one of those things where I don't know if you'd actually... I feel like you would enjoy the gameplay of it, honestly, because it is so much like a Twin Peaks, and it's included in PS,
and the shooting is
PSN.
fun. I've heard
dude.
the combat is the best part about it.
It really is. The combat, the movement, everything about that game is good, but it definitely has a learning curve. And I think, Colin, maybe that's kind of what you're seeing, especially with the lore side of it, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, there is a lot, and even, the first time I did it, I read everything, but towards the end, I was getting a little tired of it. About a year ago, I streamed it, the Ultimate Edition, because it is included in PSN. For the Ultimate PS5 edition.
Okay.
And like, man, playing it again gave me a really better appreciation for what they did, because it's like Lost. It's like the first time you're like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
It's really out there. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah, you told me a little bit about it, and I've watched you stream it before, and like, one of these days,
Yeah, see,
one of these days.
It's interesting because, like, Shrubu says they're likening it to Horizon again, because they're the one who said Horizon 2 punishes you. It's interesting. I like their opinion, because they're kind of saying the opposite of me, and I don't mind that. I like when people have an opposite opinion, because it shows me how different gamers think. For me, like they said, that Control was a game that was fun to play, but the writing and the characters aren't great. Where I would think that Control was one of those games that was the rare hits all three. Where it gets the gameplay, it gets the story, and then it gets like everything. So it like makes that third perfect arc of it's all balanced, it's cinematic. The game is good, the writing is good, and like the gameplay actually is fun and makes me want to keep jumping back into it.
Keep going back to Control.
Yeah. So what did you? So how far have you gotten? What have you been enjoying of it, like the most?
I don't think I'm that far into it.
Yeah.
Probably less than halfway for sure.
Yeah.
I like that it's not afraid to be weird, like Twin Peaks. It's not afraid to confuse you and make you go to the pause menu and read this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's almost like Death Stranding in that way a little bit. It has that kind of. You have to come to the game. It's not going to come to you.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yep. I like that in games because I want that immersive experience with some of my games, but not all of my games.
Right.
Sure. Sometimes
it depends on what you're
something.
coming from, where you're coming to, like what you played before, what you're looking for.
Yeah. What you're in the mood for.
I see Shrubu in the chat said, "We be gamers," and I think that sums it up.
Yeah,
how
we're
it is.
varied.
Exactly. There are times I come to a game and I don't like it and come back to it many years later and I'm like, I just wasn't being patient. I didn't get what this game was doing. I didn't understand this or that. Like, I played a few RPGs at the beginning of the summer, or I played RPG, just Wild Arms 3, I should say. And, like, I didn't finish it and I probably won't beat it, but, like...
It was what you needed for that time.
It was what I needed for that time, and it reminded me why I stopped playing turn-based RPGs, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, it reminded me why we've moved on from that.
I didn't know this. Control has a Porcupine Tree song in the credits. I love that band.
Oh,
love the
wow.
drummer. Great stuff.
I didn't know that.
Now I gotta finish it.
Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't know it was
I
Porcupine
want to
Tree.
hear that song.
Because I've heard it. Because I've beaten that game twice. But I love that game. At least twice. God, I love that game. It's so good. Again, a game that makes you want to keep playing it or want to go back and do all the side missions and extras.
Yeah.
That's a good game to me. And Control does that. Games like this do that, where I'm like, what's happening to the cat? Why are these robots here? Why are they basically living like humans? What's this scenario? Why is there a roof over my head?
Yeah.
And
You know?
it makes you want to actually engage with the story and be like, I don't understand what's going on. I need to listen to these people
Yep.
and like ask the questions.
Yeah, and pay
It lets you
attention.
choose,
Yeah.
kind of dialogue options where you ask questions
Let's
to
go for a ride.
other NPCs, and you're really in the character in that moment where it's like, somebody please tell me what I'm doing here.
Yep. You don't know and the character don't know. And that's kind of where you're dropped in. And that's what I liked
Get
about
out
Control.
early.
Yeah, you can get out at any time, actually, I think. As long as there's, like, something below
Something
you.
underneath you.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this fool? Meow, are you awake? Oh, you're dead. Looks like this poor guy also wanted to go to the upper level. Yes, I remember. Midtown is up there, away from all the garbage and the sickness of the slums. Even in the dire times, humans could not help but divide themselves by social class. Oh, dude, we're getting political. We're getting political. Apparently,
Oh,
those
man.
robots copied his behavior. Okay, we got some new memories.
Yeah.
Cat game has been fun, guys.
Right?
I think, like, I've gotten to the point where it's opened up and now I can do several missions.
Yep.
And kind of explore and learn on my own. And I can't wait to do that in the comfort of my own home.
It's going to be good.
I think we've come to the end of the show.
That
for
was good.
tonight.
You did a lot of progress. That's pretty nice.
That's cool, yeah. How do you save, by the way? Is it autosave?
Autosave.
There we go.
It's like Uncharted.
0 hours, 40...
4 minutes ago?
4 minutes ago.
I might. Yeah.
I mean, is there another autosave if I go talk to Granny?
Might jump
Go
down.
buy the electrical
Go
cable.
buy. Yeah, go buy something. Whoa, she's glitching. She's glitching, boys. Well, Colin, thanks again for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it was great to talk about all this.
Yeah, we'll hang. We've done the video game stuff. We'll hang and we'll fuck around with some music stuff in a little bit.
Burrito.
Oh yeah, let's get
I'm
a
so
burrito.
excited.
This was a great game to play on stream too. Like you can set the controller down and
yeah,
do whatever and talk
Cats
over
just
it.
chill. Let's have B12 ask for help. Zach, give me a fucking checkpoint. Let's see. That's so funny.
Isn't it?
Before I forget, I did want to shout out somebody in the chat when we
Yeah.
were talking about Cyberpunk mentioned that they got their copy for $10 thanks to Cheap Ass Gamer.
Dude,
I'm in the same boat. I saw
gotta
that tweet.
support it.
It was $9.99 at Walmart or something.
Hell yeah.
I literally got in the car and drove right over there to
Yo.
get it, and I'm forever grateful.
I love the work you do, Brian, you and Jared, keeping us gamers in the red. We are saving money, baby.
Never pay full price, dude.
Never pay full price.
Honestly, that was such a great time. You could, at one point, you can get it for close to $10 or $5 at Best Buy because they had so much overstock copy of it.
Yeah.
And then it got shit on.
Oh yeah, it got. I mean, like PlayStation, Sony gave refunds that never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got taken off the store.
That
Yeah,
never
it got
happened
taken
before.
down because it wasn't ready. They shipped a not ready game.
Egg on their face. I mean, it was a disaster. But like everyone said,
scan that.
if you hung out and just fucking waited, like the game is awesome now.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
you-
everyone has their opinion. You know, Vector wasn't a fan, but the anime was for him. So that's where we can come together. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just stoked that there's new content being made. Like that Cyberpunk game was just what I needed because I hadn't played anything that was like Cyberpunk-y
Yeah,
or Blade Runner-y, in years. I can't
it was
remember.
great. So yeah, I mean, again, always look at those deals, man. Video game deals on Twitter.
Dude, while this AI talks about being dead.
New CAG
What
Weekly
the fuck?
on Friday.
It was a great physical release too, with like the stickers and stuff.
Yeah, I got some of those.
Underrated.
Ooh,
The Cyberpunk with the little booklet and everything.
Yeah.
you can hit those 2 vending machines.
You know what?
behind you.
This game, I have that sticker booklet and everything. This game also came with like 6 art cards.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
See, that's been my thing.
So I'm excited to like open these up and see what that is.
Is
I
that-
always, as long as the collectible can
That's cool.
fit in the case, I love that.
Yeah.
Because I want to keep it collected and complete.
Yeah.
But if it comes with an art book somewhere else or a CD somewhere else, it gets misplaced or separated from the game for me. But what were you saying, Brian?
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing for me is that now a physical copy really is just wasteful. It takes up space and the game downloads onto the hard drive anyways. So like Colin was saying, I have to get up to play a game that's already installed on the hardware.
You guys got a point there.
But if you like to collect, like I'm not a collector of the boxes. I don't give a shit about that. I'm never gonna resell my games that that I buy, and especially nowadays with how many they mill out for PS4 and PS5, like it's long past these things being collectible.
Yeah.
Certain games are definitely like rare discs that they don't print, and then eventually, like with some stuff coming down from the store, it's gone forever.
I think I know something that might be able to get you a autosave. Do you remember where that musician guy is? I think he maybe to your right.
Grandma Clothing is over here. Musician guy to my right, this way?
That's your left.
Oh, from where I was facing?
Yeah. Where are you in the city? I'm trying to remember. Okay, go around this corner.
Hey, Zoe. Or Zoe.
And then up and left.
Oh yeah, here's the main dudes. And then here's the guitar man.
And then yeah, give him the piece of music he picked up. And
Oh,
hopefully
He can play us out.
him
Oh, yeah, he
playing us
doesn't-
out will give you an autosave.
He doesn't know any songs, that's right. Hello, I'm a musician. Sheet music, 6 of 8. We give him all the sheet music. How about that?
He'll play them individually.
Petite Valse. Sounds cool. Here, watch that. Alright, I'm gonna have a little lay.
Look
Is
at
this
that.
how we do it? Oh, beautiful. And our camera's frozen once again. Thank you,
Oh, it
ladies and
is.
gentlemen. That keeps happening now on the
Oh,
stream.
God.
We also lost our recording, so the VOD from Twitch is going to be uploaded to YouTube this week. Good night.
Take care, everyone. We sure do love you.
Colin, we'll see you next time.
Thank you,
All
Colin.
right, thank you both.
Thanks for
chat.
coming.
Have a good one.
Thanks, chat.
Night, night, sleepy kitty.
Yes.
Yeah, last night.
And everything's frozen.